Thank you for joining us at Beerfish Fanatics. And this episode is actually brought to you by Whisker Secret Tackle.
So make sure you guys go to whiskersecret.com for all your catfishing gear.
Enjoy the episode, guys. Sure, man. And do you have any water by chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I am still.
You want it now?
Yeah, because I want to drink the water with the beer to exactly
keep it leveled out.
Keep the level of uric acid flush, so I don't get gout again.
You probably wouldn't want to drink much of those.
I don't know. I don't really drink. What do you call those? Energy drinks? Yeah. I don't really drink those as much. So I drink enough coffee for. I mean, I drink a cup and a half of coffee a day, and then so I try to avoid energy drinks, and then if I drink beer, I definitely try to avoid any carbonation drinks, because beers, I feel like it's enough carbonated water that should be intaking as a human being.
So I like the taste of coffee. I don't like what it does to my body.
Ah.
And these don't do they don't do near not like coffee.
They make me jittery.
Like if I drink coffee, like 20 minutes I'm in a bathroom. I swear.
Really?
Like every single time.
Drink cold coffee then. Usually it's just warm water or hot water that does that to people. It helps them move their stuff. Oh, thanks, guy.
Oh,
look at this, guys.
Butters?
Yeah, I'm good.
Might as well keep this in the video. See, ladies, he is single. Look at that. He provides me with nice cold water. He provides me with the beer. You guys definitely got to take a look at his channel and then make sure you guys, DM him.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Beerfish Fanatics. This is Grandy on My Pop Fishing. We have
Kit with the Fishing Kit YouTube channel.
And today we are in Fishing Kit's house.
Yes.
So
we are at my house.
Yeah. So we decided to go ahead and swing by over here and just have some drinks, talk some fishing here because huge shout out to 1717 Brewing. I did not know Fishing Kit just showed me today. Super sad, but I guess they are shutting down their tap room at the end of this week.
Yeah, man, we were warming up to them. We've recorded there a few times.
We recorded with this gentleman there
with
once.
Butteris.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you guys are wondering, we got Mr. Butters here that's joining us.
What's up, guys?
But no,
the audio people can't see you waving.
Yeah.
Oh, hi guys.
but yeah, it was kind of sad news to see that. I was like, oh man, because Fishing Kit he sent me that text. I was like, oh man, they're closing down. That sucks. It's just, I just think that obviously with COVID and everything that happened, 2020. Or 2019, 2020, and 2021, I think a lot of small businesses were hit hard, obviously. Yeah. I'm guessing they were hit pretty hard too and stuff. And that sucks, though. But we definitely want to give them a shout out and appreciate them for at least allowing us to go there, record, and give us some of their beer. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Cool brewery, man.
It was pretty cool. And we'd always show up unannounced. Oh, we're going to record a podcast. They were always pretty cool about it.
Yep, for sure, man. So, yep, we decided that, you know what, we'll record at Fishing Kit's house and have Mr. Butters come and, provide us some entertainment with his commentary of fishing and everything because his expertise is a lot better than mine. So,
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Would you agree with that sentiment?
I mean, I think I catch more fish than Granny, but that's just because I have more time to catch fish.
Well, that's true too.
It's not that I'm a better fisherman.
What makes you a better fisherman?
I don't think anything.
Do you think it's?
I mean,
is it the knowledge, or is it the more times you go, the experience, or is it a combination of everything and what you learn?
To me, every time I go out fishing, I'm learning something new. At least I try to. If something's not working, I try something different. But
time on the water.
That's the one thing I've learned this year, man. The more time on the water you spend, the more quality fish that you're going to end up putting on the bank, and it's the recipe to me.
Yeah, if you're going out more and you're not catching more fish, then you might need some work.
Or you could call me, I'll take you out fishing.
Right.
Or you can change something. Most of the time that's the case, don't you think?
Yeah. I mean,
if a person keeps going out fishing and they're doing the same shit over and over, and it's not catching. It's, what's that? The definition of insanity, right? Doing the same shit over and over, thinking it's gonna change the outcome. But if you're not catching more fish, or you're not catching fish at all, doing the same thing, maybe you should try something new.
So what if you are trying stuff all the time and you just can't figure it out?
That happens to me a lot, but I just think but I feel like the more and more time I keep going, it's the more opportunities I can catch.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a numbers game. I mean, if I can go out more and more and more, because I feel that way sometimes, dude. I change it up, change the location, change the lures, change the technique or whatever. I try to YouTube, Google shit, trying to, learn different stuff, and it doesn't work. But I feel like the more and more I keep going out, I might not catch a ton, but I notice I catch more.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like you're saying, more opportunities. But I think the biggest thing is that I think what makes you a better fisherman is if you're able to adjust and learn.
On the fly.
On the fly,
if you can figure out a bite.
Yeah. Because this is my thing. Because when I really started fishing a lot more and more and more, at the beginning I was like, man, why am I not catching anything? It's, my thing is because I kept doing the same shit. But then I start realizing, just try something different, try something new, or go to a different spot, or, just change stuff. And then also, when you're fishing, what I realize I do more now is that, okay, what is working and why is it working? Versus when I used to fish before, man, I was like, man, why is the fish just biting? I'm just waiting to catch the fish. I'm not even focusing what I'm doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think that makes you a better fisherman, is if you can adjust and learn and get better at, versus just going out and just catching as much as you can, which I used to be that way. Try to go out and catch as much as you can.
It's the little things. So even little changes makes a big difference. I mean, if you look at how I fish, I'm not really doing that. I ain't when I'm not catching
he
fish.
He doesn't change colors very often.
You don't see me making drastic moves, but I am using drastic plastics.
Stupid.
But seriously, it's the little things that you got to pay attention to. Like I was saying, I don't make huge changes while I'm fishing. It's a few little things that I'll do a little bit different. Maybe changing my cadence. Maybe change, how fast I retrieve, or maybe moving down the bank 20 yards. You don't have to pack up and leave. Just moving down the bank a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Work the river, or work wherever you're fishing. Work the bank.
Didn't even talk about what we're drinking. We're drinking PBR today.
Yeah, PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yes, the
Good
old
stuff.
I would say this is the old red, white, and blue beer.
This was like the hipster beer for a while, wasn't it?
Hipster punk
Hipster
rock
Or
punk.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know, hipster. I don't know.
No idea.
Or punk, is punk rock hip?
It all mixes together some way or another. I think.
Well, fun fact, we have a bar called the PBR bar.
Yeah, we do.
And I think all they serve is PBR, right?
I
Or
would
it's like
assume
their
so.
main thing.
It's their main
Maybe
thing.
you can buy other stuff, but they're known for serving PBR.
Is that downtown?
East Village, across the street from Up Down.
There you go.
I've been there a couple times. It was pretty hip.
I
Like
guess,
not
man.
hip as in cool, but like hip, like hipsters.
Got you.
Man, I feel I was listening back to the last podcast we recorded with Bo.
Uh-huh.
It's like, man, I feel like I probably offended some people.
What? Why? What?
Don't just. I mean, I don't. Never mind. I ain't even gonna get into it.
All right, okay, hey, listeners or people, if he offended, first of all, you guys already know me. If I offended you, yeah, I probably meant to do it. No, just kidding. I sorry, man. I don't hold my tongue. Pretty honest, but no, you didn't offend anybody. I don't think you did.
We'll see.
Maybe me. If you made fun of me mostly.
Well, I don't care if I offend you.
Oh, thanks, asshole.
You're used to it. You're seasoned, though.
I mean,
You're used to it.
But I also give the shit back. You know what I'm
You
saying?
got-
So
You
Yeah.
might have offended Matt. I mean,
Oh.
what'd you do?
Wait.
What'd you say about
We didn't
Matt?
talk about Matt
We
in the
didn't talk
last
about Matt.
podcast.
you didn't? Are you sure?
Oh, wait. We did talk about Matt. Oh, I'm talking about the one we haven't released yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Oh, okay.
Something about brown people and American palettes and Matt.
Well, you guys better. Oh, if you guys are listening to this podcast, it was a podcast before this one. So
yeah, it's the podcast before this one.
So go if you guys are listening, if you listen to that previous podcast, let us know if Fishing Kid was a jerk or he offended anybody. If he did, I'm pretty sure he meant it.
I don't know. I think we're getting out here. Anyways, we were gonna talk about Butters. Brought it up.
Oh yeah.
So the last time we had Butters on, it was earlier this year.
Right around
springtime.
Yep.
So I think we talked about one of our goals for open water. Now that we're wrapping up the open water season, by the time this one comes out, we might be ice fishing already, or at least crossing that threshold. Maybe driving an hour or two up north to go ice fishing, but we're close. Anyways, Butters was wondering, if we hit our open water goals, right?
Did you hit all of your open water goals, Kit, this year?
Well, you had to remind me what my goals were, because that was quite a few months ago. But the one goal that I can remember was catching a striper this year, and I caught one heck of a striper.
It was a nice fish, man.
Yeah, at this,
it was a damn nice fish.
Kind of middle of nowhere, tiny little spillway. I keep saying tiny little spillway, but it looks huge in the video.
It does. I was watching the video the other day.
It's small.
Yeah, it looks huge in the video.
Yeah,
it's smaller than. Can we drop names?
We'll bleep it out.
It's smaller.
It's smaller than Sailorville.
Oh yeah. It's small. You can say that.
Okay, because that's publicly.
Yeah.
I mean, all the places we fish are public, but
I think
that one's really used.
I think it's because the GoPros made it look big. Because even on mine, when I was editing, I was like, damn, that spillway looks so much bigger on the damn on your screen than it does in real life when you go there. So
yeah, I guess it's relative. We're used to Red Rock, which is fairly big. I mean, it's not Tennessee River or Mississippi River big.
No,
but it's a pretty big spillway compared to other ones I've seen on YouTube and stuff.
But in case you guys are wondering, it was me that helped him land that. I almost lost that though.
Yeah, you about botched that.
I almost
land job. But I'll give you credit. You got it done. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. At the end of the day, it's what's the result.
What about you? Did you set any goals? You set goals.
I forgot what it was a while ago, but I think one of the goals was to catch a striper too. Hopefully, we were talking earlier. I was like, I got halfway to that point. I did catch. I wouldn't say I caught one, but I didn't. I caught one, but didn't land it. Does that count?
No.
Damn it. So I didn't land it. My nephew got halfway through the water. It got stuck in a tree. I ended up losing it. Did see it, but that was one of my goals. I think my other goal was trying to catch a flathead. That didn't happen. I only went out maybe less than a handful of times, so that's probably a big reason why that didn't happen. And then I don't know what my other goals. I'd have to see. Maybe another one. It's always been a goal of mine to catch a double-digit stripe or a wiper. That still hasn't happened. I think the biggest one maybe was when we were down at that spillway. When we caught a striper, I probably caught like a 6-pounder wiper, but I still haven't hit the double digit. I think that's still a goal of mine. I still want to hit a double digit wiper. Striper would be nice. And then I think my other goal is to catch another new species. I don't think I caught anything new that I haven't caught, previously.
Not even some random rough fish.
That's what I'm trying to think. I don't think so. Which is kind of, I mean, then again, I didn't go anywhere.
It's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, I didn't catch a random sucker or whatever.
It would have been cool though. Don't get me wrong, but
catching a blue sucker in Iowa, that's kind of a cool thing. You did that a couple of years ago, didn't you?
I snagged one, yeah.
And you got one. Yeah.
Ooh, boy, what's this? Oh, it's Oktoberfest. I'm drinking Left Hand. Shout out to Denver, Colorado. Left Hand Brewing Company. One of the better, if you guys haven't been out there, make sure you guys go through the breweries. Pretty cool spots, man.
Yeah. So, what about you, Butters? What were your goals? If you can remember, and did you hit any of them?
Well, I know I said I wanted to catch a double-digit wiper. I did that. I did
No, you're good. You don't have to get that close.
I set a goal for catching a big flathead, 1 over 5 pounds, and I caught 2 over 40. So I think
You blew that one out of the.
I think I blew that one out of the water. And then I wanted to catch a striper and a
Blue cat.
but unfortunately I fell in love with flatheads and didn't make it back down to Kansas for the second time. So.
But it's not a bad problem.
No.
Because
you take it with a grain of salt, one with the other, and if I'd do it over again, I'd probably go right back down the river that day. Instead of going to Kansas, even though I lost my cell phone.
That just means next year we're gonna have to get you on the Blue Cats.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a goal. Maybe have to get down there in the spring.
I didn't catch a blue cat this year.
No, you didn't, huh?
I did not go.
But you didn't make the journey too, though, did you?
But there's opportunity. We catch one through the ice.
Oh,
do you think so?
Maybe
if it gets cold enough there.
No, in Iowa here.
Oh, yeah.
Is it gonna be? How big do you think they'd be?
I think maybe
10
the biggest
pounds.
would be 10
Oh shoot!
10.
I'll still take that. You know what I'm saying?
Still-
Yeah, through the ice, that would be fun.
A 10-pound blue through the ice. Heck yeah!
That'd be unreal.
Yeah, that'd be fun still.
Oh shit! Let me know how far away is the location.
Not too far.
Okay.
It's not.
It's
not 6 hours.
It's the same distance as where I caught my big, a little farther than where I caught my big walleyes.
Okay.
So
That area.
yeah, down there
Try it out.
or up there
or up there
or over there
or left or right. Who knows?
east, right? East towards Denver, like Grandy said.
They've got good walleye fishing right here.
Somebody hit somebody commented it. I think it was was it Tally or somebody or
could've
was
been.
it Butters? Somebody or was it you?
What?
Somebody commented like I need to fix my GPS or
That was
something.
me.
Oh, okay.
I said you need to fix your internal compass.
I think it was just the amount of beverages we had. I was like east for some reason.
You're talking
in my
about
mind.
Denver. He said
Yeah.
out east, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it is out east, just way east.
Yeah, if you go east and you keep going.
Yeah. Wrap around the world.
Yeah, still works.
They're having fun out there in Denver. I'm on the ice fishing page, and
Yeah.
they've been ice fishing for 3 weeks out there now.
My brother-in-laws, man, they went out a couple times, and of course, shout out to Dan. He was the one who's been hitting them pretty good.
Limiting out on trout.
Yeah, some nice trout too.
Yeah, not 12-inch stockers.
No, those are. Yeah, some of the, I know where they went.
That's being generous. 12-inch.
Oh yeah.
Some of them are
10.
like 10.
You talking about the
Rainbow.
stock trout here?
Yeah. And they got those out there too, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're bigger.
their top end is a lot bigger out there than what we got here.
Yeah.
For sure. So I'm hoping, actually. I mean, if I think I might be heading out there next month, or the end of this year, the end of December. I think I'm heading out there. So hopefully they can get me on something nice that what they're catching too. That'll be my goal.
They fish for hybrids out there.
Wipers.
Yeah.
There is. Through the ice, I don't. There's one location I know. I don't give a shit. I guess I can give their body of water. It doesn't hurt me any, right? I know it's called the Jackson Reservoir.
Yeah.
So like, dude, their wipers are double digits there. It's like huge, right? They've never taken me, my in-laws, but I guess I don't know how good the ice is there.
That's why he's an in-law.
Yeah, that's probably why I am an in-law. Man, they don't listen to this shit. Actually, maybe my oldest brother-in-law listens to this. All the other guys, they don't give a shit about us, man. Whatever. but yeah, the Jackson Reservoir, I believe, they have some amazing double-digit wipers there.
Yeah, I think the state record Colorado wiper is like 24 pounds.
That's freaking huge, dude.
That's like 4 to 5 pounds bigger than our state record, which is
That's a tank.
short of 20.
Yep.
Like 19 something.
That's a tank.
Still my uncle. My uncle holds that record for the Iowa wiper record. My uncle still holds that for the, I think it was like 19 pounds? Right, Kit?
19 something, yeah.
Yeah, so my uncle,
check this.
so my uncle still has that one.
Colorado state record wiper is 26 pounds, 15 ounces, almost 27.
Dude.
Crazy.
I'm assuming it's probably at the Jackson Reservoir, I would think. Or does it tell you?
That is a slob of a fish.
Yeah. But no, I don't know if that body of water or that location where the wipers freezes over, then I think I hopefully I can go there. It depends on the weather, and it depends, because I think from where they live, it's maybe about an hour and a half, 2 hour drive, maybe. I think from where they live.
It was not Jackson.
Oh, interesting.
So they have
Is it a river?
Body of water there.
Like a river?
Another reservoir.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, Colorado, man. Maybe people are sleeping on Colorado wipers.
Hey, I told you last year, man. I was watching them fishing videos on YouTube, and I'm like, man, that looks like some fun.
There's a lot of opportunities there, and the species. There's a lot. That's why I never understood why my brother-in-laws keep leaving, but it's just so much pressure. So the thing is, there's a lot of pressure there, so that's why they travel out. And then I think most of the time, my brother-in-laws, they like to fish to consume too.
I can agree with pressured lake, but man, I think if you know what you're doing, you're gonna catch fish. You know, I really do. Like some of the most pressured body of waters here in Iowa, I've seen some really nice fish get caught this year.
I think for the amount of bodies of water we have, it's probably more pressure because we have less places than Colorado, because we have less places to fish. So more people are fishing in those same areas versus Colorado. It's a little bit more spread out.
Spread out. Less people there.
Yeah, less people in each spot.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know, but they make it seem like it's always overpressure, and that's why they have to travel so far to fish.
No, my impression was it's all trout, and they just want to get away from the trout.
That's true too, though. No, you're right on that, and I don't blame them. You know, you can only catch so much trout, and I get it that they want to change a species.
It's one of the first fish I started catching as a kid, but man, I love them, but you get burnt out on them. They're not.
I mean,
they're okay.
If
I want to catch a trout, I want to catch a big lake trout.
Yeah, if we could catch
like a big one, like a 30+ inch lake trout.
Or not. I mean, a lot of some of the spots that they take me and they go ice fish. A lot of those trouts aren't stocked, so the trout, the fish that my brother-in-laws and stuff they've been catching, it just reacts different. The fight's different than a stock trout. And I think they go all the way up in the mountains, and whenever they're ice fishing and stuff, those type of trouts, I mean, the only bad thing is like a 2.5 hour drive. It just sucks. Yeah. You're driving
up into the mountains.
Yeah, you're driving on the mountains, and then the weather can suck, roads suck, and then you got moose and shit walking across the street when you're driving at 4 a.m. It's I don't know if I told you the last time I went with Mr. Yang. Good thing his reflexes was good, and we didn't drink the night before, luckily. Because he was able to swerve a freaking, it looked like a freaking caribou, dude. That thing was huge.
Yeah, moose are pretty big.
Yeah,
scary.
They're big. They can do some damage, for sure.
But anyways, like I said, though, they I don't know, man. Maybe it's just my brother-in-laws. They're just really picky about where they fish and
What's
what they fish.
What's the word you
for.
like to use? Jaded?
Yeah, I think so. What do you mean?
I mean, I guess if all I could catch was trout, I'd want to get away, too.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess all I catch is white bass and wipers.
No, but you change it up with catfish. Walleye.
Crawfish,
yeah, that's true.
Bluegill.
That's why they say that they're jealous of us.
We may have, statistically, we may not have the most bodies of water to fish in, but we actually, if you know what you're doing in this state, and you know what lake, there's fish to be caught here.
Yeah.
That are good.
Yeah.
For
sure.
And we have some really nice places to fish in Iowa, I think. But some states aren't like that.
Let's talk about Iowa. Are you guys planning on getting out anytime soon?
To open water or ice fish?
Wherever, it don't matter.
You can go first.
Like this weekend.
It depends on the weather Sunday. Or whatever day, I guess.
I wanted to this weekend, but I'm going up to the ice show. So we're recording this before the St. Paul ice show. So I'm going up there, taking the family. So I'm going to go to the show for a couple hours, and then we'll take the family out to Science Center and all that shit. And the kids want to go eat dim sum. That's number one. That's their favorite thing to eat is dim sum. So gotta take them to that, and then I was gonna go up Friday and then come back Saturday, but I think I'm going up Saturday, coming back Sunday now, because I actually kind of want to watch the U.S. soccer on Saturday morning. So I'm changing. I'm not even doing the VIP thing, and then plus I already. Oh, so we might as well talk about this. I already purchased. So I was saving everything to go buy at the ice show, right, guys? But then of course Black Friday happens. So I was gonna get the ice hub. I purchased it. I purchased one from Mills Fleet Farm. Hell of a deal, guys. I got the Otter Pro Vortex Lodge. So it's a 4 to 5 man pop-up that's a fully thermal and has the door opening. I guess that's what the pro means. It has the fully door that opens all the way to the bottom, the zip. Kids love it because I set it up in my garage and the kids are like, holy cow, it opens completely. It's like a tent. It's a real tent. So the kids were walking in, they loved it, so they're super excited on that. So I purchased that. Great deal. I got it for under $400 on Mills Fleet Farm. Black Friday sale. It was on Saturday though, so I got that. And then today I just got in through the mail, so I was gonna wait, but I got the light flight. I got a 6-inch light flight, and I was just telling these guys, I just went on eBay. Yeah, I saw somebody was selling it. I go, you know what? I'm gonna lowball them because they put best offer only, you know. So I'm like, shit. I put $150 down. They shot back like 165. I go, you know what? Countered 160. Next thing I know, sold. That's a $200 auger.
Is it $200 for the 6-inch?
6-inch. It's like $199.
It's a nice $40 save.
Yeah. How much was the 8-inch then?
It's like $210, I think last time. I don't know. I could be wrong. Yeah. See, that's what it. But you see what I'm saying? So I was like, I couldn't resist. I was like, holy shit, that's.
No, it's a
I
good deal.
was gonna get one anyways, and I was gonna go to the ice show to get one, but I can't knock on the good deals on those, and then I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that Otter for less than $400 anywhere else, at least brand new. Not anytime soon. So I got all that, but then like I said, I wanted to go ice fishing, but I probably could this weekend if Kit was going to go up there with me. But of course, he's leaving me, letting me hang.
Why do you got to wait if I go? Well, why can't you just go?
Because if you were to go, I wouldn't have to take the family. I'd be like, well, Daddy's going to do a podcast and do this, and we're going to be at the show all day. And then we could have ice fished.
Kit's the scapegoat.
But now, he was the scapegoat. I didn't want to say anything, but he was the scapegoat. But now, since he can't go, then, boss lady's like, why are you going by yourself? So now, I'm like, well, you know what? No, we're taking the whole family. We're going to go have fun.
Should have talked to me. I'd have went with you.
Yeah, see,
low late.
You got a guy that wants to go, actually.
Too late now. It's, but.
Should have talked to me about the auger, too, about the cage drill.
Damn.
No communication.
Sorry. Well, the last couple of podcasts, I've been saying that I was selling it.
I know.
Because I was getting a new one. But, yeah, other than that, I don't think, what is it? The next couple of days, the weather's going to be too damn cold to open. Well, I don't know. You can probably still go open
Probably
water.
50 on Friday.
Yeah.
Friday you could fish.
Oh, maybe I'll go out Friday if I'm still here because I don't go up to Saturday. Go catch some eyes. You guys want to go?
Well,
I have a full day of work Friday.
Yeah, me too.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Sun starts going down like 4:30.
4:30.
You guys ever go midnight fishing for walleyes?
No.
I've heard that's been beneficial if you do sometimes.
It is until it isn't.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Night fishing is overrated. I'll say it.
I haven't caught.
I won't say that for flatheads though. That's about the only night fishing that I can approve of is flatheads. But if you're fishing for walleye,
but generally
20-30 minutes after dark.
How much time are you spending flathead fishing at night though? Basically from when it gets dark until the morning, right?
At least, and I stay up till 3:30 every night.
So if you did that the same for walleyes, you'd probably catch a few walleyes.
I think so.
You'd pick off one or two here or there, but I don't think it would be gangbusters like it is, after first light and the last 20 minutes before sunset. I don't think it would be as gangbusters. I don't think the bite would be as fire.
Right. But I'm just saying you're spending so much more time.
You'd catch.
Flathead fishing versus jigging for walleyes.
You're not really putting that much effort into it, though. You're soaking a bait and waiting for, you're just kicking back, drinking a cold one,
Yeah.
chilling by the fire, waiting for a fish to.
Speaking of walleyes, are we down to do this trip that we haven't done in several years? Going west of us, in between us and Denver.
Towards Chicago,
Oh,
west
Yeah.
towards Chicago.
Not that far west. You bastards.
I know where you're talking about, but I do want to do it.
Okay. I think
Big walleye,
walleye.
big wipers,
big
Through the
big
ice.
at night too.
or
springtime.
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 Okay,
You guys are wondering.
I'm down for that.
There we go. That one shut off. So there's a thing about DSLR cameras. They only go for 30 minutes, everybody. It's just one of those things where otherwise it'd be considered a camcorder, right? Is that what that is? Or a...
So the thing with cameras, if you own like a DSLR or whatever, and if you try to record a video, and you might notice that you can only record for 29 minutes and 59 seconds.
Yep.
Well, there's a reason behind that, because if you have the capability to record longer video than that 30-minute time frame, it puts it in a different bracket of video, and I think the taxes are different, so they basically charge you more for that camera.
Yep. That's a heads up for all you people who are looking to get into the content world. Why you can't record longer on those types of cameras, FY. So
Yeah, it's dumb.
it's very dumb, but it makes sense because you can get an amazing DSLR mirrorless cameras nowadays for under $1,000, because I believe, like you're saying, the tax bracket or whatever the case may be, when it gets classified as a true like video camera, then you're talking thousands of dollars. And that's the biggest thing is you'll see the price. You guys can look it up, and then that's what I'm saying. If you're looking to do the content thing, you vlogging and stuff with those, DSL, they look nice. Don't get me wrong, but you're only going to get 29 minutes and 59 seconds, and then all you need to do is hit record again.
Yeah, but it's annoying.
It's very annoying,
especially when you're trying to make like long form videos like this.
Yep. It's a struggle. That's okay. Just as long as you take many breaks, I guess. It's not that big of a deal, but it is what it is.
What were we talking about?
Going out. We're going to go out west, hopefully. And
You mean east? 'Cause we're going towards Chicago.
So you guys are listening, man. See, okay, the last when you listen to this one, 2 or 3 podcasts ago, I accidentally said east, and I meant west to Colorado. From Iowa, so they're giving me a hard time about that. Thanks, guys. But anyways, we'll talk to Butters offline. We'll let you know the body of water. We can actually technically say it here.
No,
Okay.
it's okay.
we don't want to say.
It's okay.
The spot is kind of it's a big body of water. We'll just say that, and there's really good potential of many walleyes that are 25 inches more. And there's many opportunities to catch double-digit wipers, multiples of them, and more. I'll leave it at that. It is an amazing fishery. You're
kind of close to the mic, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Kind of almost making out with it.
Jeez. And then the DNR does a good job there. They definitely regulate the limits and everything there, so which is a good thing, and I think that's why
it's a good fishery.
The species are that big.
Yeah, I think their enforcement on that lake is just a little bit more compared to, let's say, our local lakes.
If we do go there, I would like to reach out to their DNR, maybe talk to them a little bit, see if they wouldn't jump on and then explain to us why certain lakes have that. Is that the reason why it's such a good spot? You know what I mean? Maybe. By having those limits.
Oh yeah.
And if that had to be a reason why they had those limits, I would assume. Because the thing is, when you go there, so I think the limits is like you catch only one wiper that's 21 inches above. I think something like that. I forgot.
It's like 1 or 2 wipers.
Yeah, but the thing is, almost every wiper you catch is like monsters.
Yeah.
Oh, they actually have limits on those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the walleyes too. Yeah, I know.
It's a pipe dream here in this state.
Well, we had the Iowa DNR. I mean,
I know.
We had them on our podcast. So
I've been watching.
They gave us our their side, and I understand it. We see it, but a lot of people feel different, and it's okay. Everybody has their own opinion. So
some people feel different. I don't know if a lot of people do.
True.
It's a pipe dream.
But anyway, they got different goals.
I think so too.
Different state, different fisheries. They got different, like I said, goals for the fisheries. Anyways, Butters, you fishing this week?
I'm gonna try to.
Yeah.
I want to get out this weekend, whether it be ice fishing or possibly breaking out the kayak and.
Yes.
And
I want to make the kayak happen this weekend.
Might have to break out the kayak and the short rods and the Vexy and break the rust in from not using the Vexlar for a long time and hopefully catch a fish or two. I think that'd be a fun time.
Yeah, so last week I went out, Black Friday actually, took the kayak out. Oh, thanks, Gortz. Yeah, I brought my kayak out and
Thanks,
I
sir.
took out the short rods with me.
While I was walleye fishing.
Yeah, I guess I kind of texted you last minute, like, "Hey, I'm going blah blah blah, going kayak fishing," and they're like, "Oh, I'm headed to river fishing." But I ended up doing pretty good. It was kind of a scouting trip, but man, it could not have been any better because I got out there, anchored. First spot anchored, first drop, boom, wiper, 5-pounder.
Is that the picture you sent to us?
Yeah, first drop. The very first drop.
Suicide wiper.
I know.
Suicide wiper. Like, he didn't want to live anymore, so
He's
take me, please. But I dashed his suicide dreams and let him go.
It's okay. Hopefully I can catch him through the ice this year.
But I have that exact spot marked.
Is it a different spot than our normal ice fishing spot?
Maybe.
Okay. Gee, you can just say yes or no.
He's tight-lipped.
I know, man.
I don't blame him though.
We gotta
don't blame you.
keep the audience. I was gonna say engaged, but I don't think that's the right word. We gotta keep them on edge.
Yeah. Sorry, Arlie. Shout out to Arlie. He was just like, dude, why don't you just quit bleeping out the shit? he messaged us on the side. He's like, all right, you guys gotta quit bleeping it out. Where are you guys going? So he did mention.
We are going to the water.
Okay, this is the thing. I'll tell anybody who, anywhere that fishing kit, Butter, myself, or any of us fish, I don't think not a single one of us has ever fished a private spot, at least on video.
Once.
Have you?
Once I took him to a pond, a farm pond. But
I mean, if I'm fishing private water, I'm gonna outright say it anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
But so just so you guys know, everywhere that you guys seen like Fishy Kids videos or even my videos or whatever, they're all public. I mean, it's not like it's a secret location, but
it is a secret location. That's why we're.
Well, I would say it's a secret. It's a spot that you on a public body of water that you believe fish congregates.
Anyone can fish there. We
Yes.
just don't tell you where it's at.
Yeah.
or when the bite is hot.
Or when it's happening.
The biggest thing is this, I wholeheartedly agree with Spencer from River Certified. He goes, I'm not here to give you a fishing report.
Right.
I'm here to entertain you guys. I'm here to teach anybody who wants to learn a little bit, give them advice or show them my experience. But I'm not here to give you a fishing report.
Right. Just bringing you along for the ride.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I like that.
Well, and in his case, it's a little different too because he's guiding. I mean, he's doing that for a living, so it's like.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be tough.
You're not just gonna hand out information unless you're paying for it. I mean, that's
For sure.
that's part of the thing with guiding. Like, yeah, they're paying you, but you're also giving up your spots at the same time.
Yeah. We should reach out to Jimmy since he's taking over chasing cats.
Jimmy Brown.
Yeah, we should reach out and see if we can get him on. That is a good question. We should even ask Spencer that too. Like, do you ever show a lot of your videos when you're guiding? I don't think he does.
I don't think he does.
And I don't blame him because you're right. That's his form of putting food on the table.
Right.
And you don't want to burn. You don't want to burn his spot.
You don't want to burn out spots.
So I totally understand that, and I get that.
Especially when it comes to fly fishing.
Well, I don't think it's so much the spot while he's guiding that he wants to burn as far as recording videos. I don't know if his clients, they're not. I don't think they're signing up for that.
No, I think it's.
I don't think they're signing up to be on a
has
video.
to be comfortable to be recorded and be on.
Because not
video.
everybody's comfortable in front of a camera.
No,
very sure. Yeah, very true on that.
But the guides, I think they have their guide spots, and they have their personal spots.
Right. Like you're not gonna give up your like top honey hole where you have a chance to catch a 60, 70 pounder.
Even for the guides, you don't think? Like,
I don't think
when they
so.
take their clients out, so they have their spots where they take all their clients most of the time, 90% of the time. But then there's always that couple of spots that they don't show nobody.
I think if I'm guiding, I'm there's at least one or two spots.
Yeah,
that
that's
I'm
how
never
I
gonna
would
give
feel.
up. I would never give up. Like if they were my go-to no matter what, like I wouldn't give them up.
Do you think those guides when they take, I don't know this. I'm curious though. When guides take people out on trips and stuff, do they see an influx of people going to that spot all of a sudden because they show some of their clients those spots?
I don't think so. Because I think the people that are going out on guide trips are people who are busy people. They don't have as much time, and they're not. Yeah, I think the majority of the people that go out on guide trips, they're not. They don't fish like we do.
Like
you might have a couple of people here and there, but I think the majority of people are just they want to be taken out and they just want to catch
make
fish.
it easy, catch fish, and they
don't have the time and they work all year round.
Or they're from out of town,
or they're from out of state.
Makes sense. Okay, no, I can. Yeah, makes sense.
And I think when it comes to that, if they're from out of state, you can take them to any fishing, any spot. You wouldn't have to worry about them coming back and burning out your spot.
I guess it just depends what they want to catch.
Right.
And you don't have to take them to your honey hole or whatever. You could just fish a general area with the same type of structure, stuff like that. I mean, if I had a honey hole.
Do you have a honey hole?
Red Rock Dam. That's my honey hole.
You don't even gotta bleep that out either, because that's probably the most public.
That's so funny, dude.
I love that place.
That's
the last month has been a great month for me there.
That's the secret spot, man.
It still produces till this day.
As low as it is.
As low as it is, it still produces.
Throwing out 26-inch walleyes and 23s and
10 plus pound wiper. I feel like that one that I caught recently, that was a double digit. It was a freak.
Easily.
And then
easily. That was disgustingly big. It looked like a football.
Yeah.
I love how they're rubbing it in, because I went the very next day to the exact same spot. Not a single wiper caught by me.
So you should have been here
It's all about
yesterday.
timing. It's all about the timing, man.
I literally went the very next. I don't know if anybody at work listens to this, but I think I may have taken a PTO day. And I went, and I did not catch I caught fish though. I mean, at the end of the day, I caught a lot of white bass, fed the kids, didn't catch a wiper or a walleye. After these gentlemen showed me, like he's just saying, a nice double-digit wiper, a nice freaking walleyes left and right, and they're just like smiling, and from freaking ear to ear. And then I go there and I catch 1 pound.
It was right place, right time.
I think so.
I went back the next day too.
Yeah, those 2 days were fire.
Yeah, I went back the next day. I think that same day you went, and it sucked for me. I caught like 2 fish.
Well, one day I was 1 day too late. You're right.
It shut off after that.
Yep. Even though the weather was like similar.
Because I even moved up. I was fishing up by the dam, and it took me. I think I didn't catch anything for 2 or 3 trips, and then finally on the one day on that Tuesday I caught 2. But I spent like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Trying to catch a couple walleye, and I was like, man, that was probably the most. I don't know. Most I've grinded out for fish. Like I literally took a break, went to the bathroom, got lunch, came back down. I'm like the only one down there. I probably cast 15,000 times that day.
Yeah, that day, I actually went there twice.
Yeah, the good day.
Yeah,
the good day.
I went there twice. So me and Bo, I don't know. I was just like, hey, let's just go down there and fish. And I'm driving down there. We were probably 15 minutes from a house, maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's kind of where we're basically almost halfway there. It's like, man, I'm not sure if I brought my GoPro. And then Bo's, I think he kind of just like chuckled because he's like, oh no. And then we get there. I'm digging around my stuff. No GoPro. And that was once we found where they were. Yeah, we were catching them left and right. White bass. That's when I texted you. I was like, hey, we found them.
And I had my waders on.
Yeah.
And I came down and I was like, all right. And I waded out. And after that, it was like white bass, white bass.
Yeah.
Man. And then walleye.
Then you lost a big one.
I did. I lost that's why I went to Backyard Bait Shop. Shout out to him for his awesome jigs.
Hey, you're wearing his freaking beanie. Man, I've been telling this guy, Jeff, if you're listening, I've been telling freaking Butteris, quit messing around. Just order some jigs.
Haven't lost a fish since. He makes a very good product. Shout out to you, man. Walleye.
Yeah.
After I lost that, I was so bummed out. I literally messaged him after I left that day. And I'm like, hey man, what's the chances of me getting an order in? I'll come pick it up right away. I think I ordered them that Sunday. He had them made and done, and then I went and picked them up the very next night.
See, guess what I was using?
He was using Backyard Bait Shop.
Backyard Bait Shop with the Drastic Plastic.
With the Drastic Plastic, which I was using Drastic Plastics. Yeah. And when you and Bo were leaving, I'd already caught the one walleye, but I caught that other one as you guys were walking out.
Yeah, so the bite died down, and then me and Bo ended up leaving. I came home, ate, grabbed my GoPro.
And your waders.
My waders.
And your waders.
And my waders. And I went back out there. And I couldn't get the same spot when I first got out there. So I was fishing. I was catching, random white bass, walleye, wipers. Nothing big. 1 pound fish here and there. But then once that guy left, that's when
Was he fly fishing?
Yeah, that guy was fly fishing, catching wipers.
Was he catching wipers in the fly?
Yeah.
White bass, wipers. I was like, man, that looks freaking fun.
I kind of gave him a heads up because I went the day I caught the 2 walleyes. I was like, hey man, you want to catch fish? I was like, go down there and throw your fly.
Oh, he was out there that one day?
The first day I went and I caught those 2 walleyes.
Oh.
So he went down there and he was fishing.
Yeah, I talked to him.
And I this last time I went back, he was there again.
Yeah, because I ended up going back later in the week.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
He's a really good guy.
Because I was already down there and he came up and, he was like, hey, you can... Like, we talked for a little bit. The bite was slow for me. I was waiting all over that freaking stretch of river and didn't catch shit. But yeah, that first day.
Must be nice. Always a day late for me, man.
Always a day
late. That
wiper
was a pig, man. I can't wait to see it on video.
Yeah, so there will be a video with the freaking nature wiper.
All right, Minnesotans, you don't have to come down. The bite died down. We have a lot of Minnesota listeners. Don't worry about it, guys.
They're ice fishing now.
The bite died down, and whenever Fishing Kid releases that video, don't worry about it. It was last year.
Yeah, that video ain't coming out till next year.
There you guys go. So don't be. They're gonna bum rush it.
It'll come out next fall.
You're gonna if you're gonna release it like early next year.
It's coming out early next year.
So that way, if people decide, whoa, go down there and it's gonna be dead.
It'll be early enough where people will know that's not right now.
Okay, good.
It might be still kind of frozen out still.
Okay,
maybe.
Third week of February, maybe.
There you go. Like second week of March or something. Third week of March.
It works for me, man. No, but it's a spot that a lot of out of towners do come to.
Yeah,
I haven't seen them this year though as much. Then again, I haven't been out there too often too this year.
The water's just been so low. There isn't a lot of areas to fish as there normally would.
Yeah, it's not the same below the spillway there. It's just not the same when the water's to the point of it's scary low.
So for context, back 3 years ago, the outflow would be, I don't know, 15,000 cubic feet per second. When we were fishing, just a few weeks ago, it was like 350.
Jeez.
That's how low the water is.
That's insane.
It's barely moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like maybe 500, but I want to say it's 350.
You can. Oh, did I tell you the last time I was down there? A boat.
There's a boat?
A boat.
On that
Yeah.
spillway. Huh?
Two guys brought a boat up and they were fishing off the rocks, and I'm like, I was on the hydro side.
Like past where we were fishing?
Yes, they brought it up, and they, where that island is that comes out.
Yeah.
They like anchored off right there, and were trying to catch fish. They weren't catching nothing.
Did they have like a John boat or something?
Yeah, it was like a little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they made it up. I was impressed. I was like, damn, because I was fishing downstream where we were fishing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, I better go up back by the dam if these guys are going up there. So I went back up there.
They using a trolling motor to get up there?
No, regular motor. Just barely.
Scary.
Just top skimming it.
I know, it's scary.
They hug that bank where the water's real fast, and I'm like, these guys they got bigger cojones than I do.
No, that reminds me of a crazy story of a dudes in boat. There's a spillway on the north side of town that dumps into a big lake.
Okay. No.
Well, they call it the slide.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But no, wait.
The slide. You know what I'm talking about, Butters?
The closest spot to us. Okay.
It's just a spillway. It's a big concrete spillway.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago, many, many years ago. I was probably in my teens, early 20s. Night fishing. Completely dark. Well, I think the water was pretty high. And I just hear like... boom! I was like, what the heck? So there's a wall, between me and the spillway.
No way.
I look over. A dude in a boat.
Slid down the... No way.
There was
From
a
the
dude in a
lakeside?
boat. From the top.
Top side.
Isn't there a fence? Isn't there a fence there?
There is a fence there.
I think no, I don't think there's a fence.
The barrier wasn't there,
yeah.
but the fence was still there.
But how do you get up that? What? Did he just go flying over it? How would you get?
That's crazy.
It was just...
He just came down
He
the slide.
Well, at the time I didn't know. I just heard this loud roar and then boom.
All right, if you guys are from Central Iowa, or anybody, you guys know the spot that Fishing Kit is talking about.
So this dude, I peeked over. This guy in a boat that wasn't there before, and he didn't motor in from the lake.
Was he drunk?
I don't think so. And then I was like, "Did you just slide down there?" He was like, "Yeah." And then I see a guy with a headlamp coming down. So that was his buddy. So he came down and then he hopped on the boat and they were fishing.
So it was planned.
They thought it was a launch, or what?
So it was a planned move.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy, dude.
That's one of the craziest. If you know where this spot is, basically imagine a big concrete spillway. This guy hopped in boat, slid down.
It's going about 30, maybe 30 to 40 degree incline.
It's like a 40 degree incline.
Yeah, 40 degrees concrete slide. How many feet? How many
water.
feet do you think
I want to
is?
say that's 50 feet.
It's not recommended. Let's just say that for sure.
I couldn't believe it.
Is it John boat flat bottom?
It was a tiny. I think it was a John. It was super tiny.
Had to be a flat bottom because
that's one heck of a way to send it.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy, dude.
I can't remember. I think I asked him how are you guys gonna get it back? And I can't remember what he said. Thinking about it doesn't even seem real. Because it doesn't seem like someone would be crazy enough to do that.
Because they can technically just go around, right?
That's insane.
They could have launched on the lakeside from the other side of the lake.
But it's far, I guess.
And then went up the...
And go into the channel, into that beneath the spillway. But, I mean...
That's the shortest path if they were fishing up there and they wanted to get to that spot down there.
And I'm just imagining...
Maybe they thought the bite was super hot. They're like, send it. Let's go.
I mean, I'm
save some time.
Were you catching, though?
I can't remember. That's the only thing I remember from that night. I'm just imagining them two up there He's like, yeah, man, let's do it. And the other guy's like, no, man, you're effing crazy. And then the other guy's like, hold my beer.
Watch this.
You guys have to see it. It is about it's a 40-degree concrete wall incline. Water's flowing over the top of it a little bit, like maybe
Few inches of water
flowing on top of it, coming down. And it's about, what he said, about 50 feet?
From top to the water, at least 50
Pure
feet.
concrete. And holy crap. It's like putting the boat on a concrete slide.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's why they call it the slide.
Yeah. That's insane, dude.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts.
I forgot what I wanted to talk about before that.
Crazy stuff that you've done.
Did you get any new ice fishing gear this year
I got
that you can't wait to use?
new auger blades.
Ooh,
So that means I can use my auger.
Well, that's a pretty important thing. You need to drill a hole.
Because, man, if there is any sand on the ice and you drill into that,
Kills
it's
your
going to
blades.
ruin your blades.
Kills them.
Yeah, I had that happen to me twice last season. So it started out this season, it started out okay. And then one day I was just drilling holes at this spot and I didn't think about it at the time. I was like, what is going on? Like, I cannot drill any holes. It was basically just spinning
You're getting frustrated.
on top. Yeah, you were there
with
too.
You. I was with you.
But they were just spinning on top. I was like, oh my God.
Will you push it? Could you push it down at all?
We were taking turns. Like, all right, you try, man.
Yeah, I was like putting my weight on it,
And it just wouldn't move.
wasn't doing anything.
Yeah,
man.
It wasn't chipping like it should have been. No, it was bad.
I heard you guys. I was there.
Yeah, that was the day. I'm pretty sure that was the day
And
I dropped
then
my phone.
We were wondering, like, why is he taking so long to drill? I do.
Yeah.
Magoo was with me. Magoo and
I think we only moved twice that day.
I
I
think
think we moved once.
no, you guys only moved once.
Twice?
Or
Was it
once.
twice?
No, because
We set up.
No, it's when you lost your phone.
No, I lost my phone at the first spot.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
then
we moved to
we,
the other spot.
we did a
moved
small
after that.
move. We
Yeah.
did a small move, and then we made a big move.
A big move.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I do remember because I think me and Magoo were like, why the hell's taking us so long to set up? I do remember. That's exactly what we said. We're like, what the
Me and
hell's
Bo were standing there. Kid's just like getting frustrated. And I'm like,
This
oh,
one,
this
we
is
were
not
inside.
good.
Well, I was inside the hub. Me and Magoo were like, man, what the hell's taking these guys? Because we kept hearing. Zzz. We're like, how many freaking holes are these guys drilling, dude?
Not going to be an issue this year. We're going to have plenty of augers on deck.
All right.
I'll have fresh blades until we go to that spot and chew up the freaking blades again.
I hope that body of water freezes up soon. I would like to go down or to go over there.
I'll hit up my contact down there.
Yeah,
I know a guy.
I know a few guys too.
It's good to have
If you-
contacts.
Very, very true.
I mean, up there,
Or there, over there,
over there,
over there.
over here.
Yeah, I do want
East.
to. That actually reminds me. I did want to ask you a
We
question.
only fish in the east.
The east,
Yeah, we always go
far
east.
far east, guys.
We always drive east.
That's why. See, that's why I said last podcast. I said that's why I kept saying east or west. Same shit. I did want to ask you though. Is there anything particular for somebody who's looking to camp on the ice for the first time? Specific gears you recommend them get? You know, whether obviously the hub, obviously whatever the case may be. But is there anything you recommend somebody who's looking to camp out on the ice, the ice fish, to initially get that, or the essentials? Would you say? Because you've camped what 2-3 seasons now.
3 seasons.
So what would you recommend? Make sure you have this. These are the essentials. These are the, I guess you can say other things that you should think about getting to.
All right. So besides your obvious ice fishing stuff, auger, ice rods, flasher,
Hub,
heater,
yes.
hub, whatever, I'd say get a cot
Okay.
for starters, because
Gotta have somewhere to sleep.
gotta sleep somewhere unless you don't plan on sleeping. I guess it doesn't have to be a cot as long as you have somewhere to sleep. That could be a gravity chair. I think that's what they're called, a gravity chair.
I think I've seen those. Okay.
Yeah. Those might be lighter than a cot unless you spend a ton of money on a lightweight cot for, I don't know, $200-300, or you just buy a regular cot for, I don't know, $60 or something. And then I'd say,
Toilet paper.
yep, toilet paper,
That's an essential.
some bags,
Carbon monoxide.
carbon monoxide detector.
Yeah.
Okay.
put fresh batteries in it, and put it low because carbon monoxide sinks.
Honestly, if you're camping alone, let somebody know where you're at and check. Yeah. I mean, if you care about the people that care about you, check in with them. Let them know you're all right.
Yeah. Foam mats, something to put underneath your feet. Mm-hmm. And I just bought a new set of mats. Well, I had cheap mats before. Actually, I kind of went to work and like just saw some random foam mats. They're kind of thin. I think they were 1/4 inch. Like, hey, is anybody using those? They're like, nope. I'm like, all right, I'm taking them. I think I had enough to cover my whole floor, but it was half of these old, skinny, worn out mats. Mm-hmm. And I bought a set of thick, like 3/4 inch, nice and new mats. But it was like uneven and they didn't lock together properly. So I bought another set to match so I could fill out my whole floor. That way, I mean, they're going to get cold, mm-hmm. but you'll be a lot drier.
More insulated. It'll help insulate.
To our audience who are just listening, the camera went off again. It's DSLR. Go figure. But
yeah, and then you can wear like slippers, or you can even go bare feet. Those pads will get cold, but mm-hmm. you're not standing on ice.
Okay.
And they're easy to dry because if you catch a fish, splash water on there. I bring a towel with me so I can wipe up little drips and messes. Because I like being in there with no shoes on or slippers or whatever.
Comfort. You like
comfortable.
Because you're staying there the whole like technically you're staying there over 20 some hours.
Yeah, it's not a 5-star hotel, but you want to be as comfortable as you can possibly make it because. Right. It is not. It's kind of miserable because the conditions are kind of rough.
I think you just need to. The main thing you need to make sure is that you have good heat, and you're not going to run out.
Yeah.
Overnight.
I kind of ran out. Well, it's because I did 2 nights.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 pounds of propane was not enough for 2 nights, and that was with me not running it during the daytime because during the day was pretty mild.
Yeah.
2 nights, 5 pounds of propane was not enough.
Okay.
I guess I could invest in a better sleeping bag.
But you're still cold as heck, dude. You still want to be comfortable.
Yeah, you want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
If you want to enjoy it.
I don't know how. Do you really enjoy it, honestly?
The idea and the build-up is exciting.
Okay.
Execution. Execution.
I think it'd be better if you had company. Like
it would be better if you had company.
Because like when you do it by yourself, it's
you're suffering alone in the way you feel.
At least if you have somebody with you, you're suffering together.
That's what I'm saying. At least you can. Yeah.
But when you're looking for motivation and all hope is lost, you have that other person to kind of be like, all right, come on, man.
Yeah, I'm not trying to dissuade anybody from doing it. I say do it if you have the opportunity,
at least once,
and the chance to do it. Try it.
Doing, I think, like I was saying, I want to try it this year. But then you did it. Was it the first year you did with Addie, right?
Yeah, I did with Addie. So we had a blast during the daytime. Like aside,
I remember watching that video.
Besides the nighttime trying to sleep part, it was a blast. We had super good dinner.
Yeah.
Fishing sucked, but the time from setting up to right before we went to bed, and then waking up and breaking everything down. Basically, when you're not preparing to sleep and when you're not packing up to leave, it's a good time. Especially for us, because we walk out on the ice. We're not driving out like
ATVs
in an ATV or truck. We're not hauling our stuff. We're pulling it by hand.
So you gotta make a couple trips.
Yeah, make a few trips. Yeah. And so the setup and breakdown takes a long time. Because like I watch Clayton Shake. He camps out on the ice. He has a resort otter or sometimes a monster lodge.
Resort, monster
the double.
Lodge. Yeah,
but he's in his truck, just throw everything in the back. But when you're walking out there, everything you bring in, you gotta bring out.
It's a little easier when you live in Canada and you get thicker ice.
30 inches of ice
for long periods of time.
Yeah, I mean, it might sound like I'm miserable when I do it, just from listening to myself talk, but I do want to do it this season.
All right, we gotta do. You let me know when we'll set something up. Because I told boss lady I want to do at least one night.
I'm doing it at least 3-4 times this year.
I wish I could.
Oh man, that's ambitious, Butters.
You know, I'm doing one at the Kitty location.
Oh yes,
That's for sure one, and I'm gonna do at least one weekend at same place, the same place you did yours last year. Because that's if I could set a goal for ice fishing this year, I need to figure that lake out. Because I've gone 2 years in a row and I have not caught squat.
Well, hopefully I could go back to where I anchored in the kayak on Friday and catch fish.
Did you catch more than that one though? You caught many.
I caught like a dozen.
Really? Wipers?
Yeah, wipers.
Yeah, I should have been, with them.
They're all like 5 pounds.
Was there a specific mark there that took you to that spot that you can, if you can give away?
I had some trees.
Okay.
Saved on my graph. I was like, you know what? I'll go near this tree in this depth of water, a little bit deeper.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say what depth exactly.
Don't need to.
Just deeper water.
Okay.
But if you can find a brush, if you want to catch crappies and stuff, just put yourself on top of a tree.
Mm-hmm. Was there any crappies there, or you just caught wipers?
I caught 2 crappies.
So there's going to be fish there.
Yes.
Okay. We'll try. Let us know.
Until there's not.
Jeez.
Because fish move.
True.
Those wipers,
they probably move the most.
Yeah, they move the most. They're not hanging out there.
Out of any species.
Do wipers ever hang around any structure?
I think they gravitate towards certain pieces of structure, but they don't. They're not like crappies. They're not going to sit there in a tree and just wait. Or bluegill.
I think they're like pigs underwater. They just follow the shad around everywhere.
Yeah. They use the highway of the lake.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Fish with stripes.
Fish with stripes.
I do want to this year at least one time. I did, like I said, I got the green light for at least one night this year to camp.
That's awesome.
Just can't go alone.
I kind of want to get. I want to camp where you dropped your phone. That lake.
I would rather do there.
Okay.
Because I think
that makes sense to me.
But it's multi species there. That's why I'm.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I would do it. I'm down.
I think there would be the most work because it's the farthest walk.
Yes.
And it's the most elevation. And
I can't.
I'll pull all our shacks out there. I don't care.
Can we talk to Buddy Matt if he gets the snow dog up and running to possibly borrow for the weekend, or he can come with us for the weekend?
I think he'd want to have.
I don't think he'll camp, but if he goes and just fishes with us,
it at least helps us half of the. Or he can come back out the next day.
If he can help us haul stuff out.
Is he too bougie to camp on the ice?
He camped out with me one night last year.
Doesn't like it.
He had a hard time, rough time.
Sleeping or fishing
over his heater stopped working, and
that'll put
it sucks.
That'll put a damper on it.
He ended up leaving in the middle of the night.
Oh,
yeah, that'll suck.
I think, or he left to go buy another heater and then came back. Oh yeah, he did stay the rest of the night, but he had to leave and go buy another heater and come back.
Oh, because his heater quit working.
Yep.
Well, I mean that's understandable. You gotta be warm out there.
What kind of heater do you have?
Buddy heater.
That's really okay.
Same heater as me.
Gotcha.
But I think he had a leak in his tank.
James tried to hook his heater up the other day, and he ended up having to hook mine up.
Yeah.
His wasn't working.
I gotta test my heater actually.
Well, let's do that though this year. We'll go to the spot where you lost your phone, and
that'll be. I'm down.
I'm down to drive over there and camp for the night.
Even without Matt and his snow dog,
it's not that bad of a trip.
Just gotta make a few trips.
Yeah,
it's just
not that
back
bad.
and forth.
We're just whining. We just complain, but it's not horrible. It would be nice to have a snow dog, though. I'm not gonna lie. If it could pull all our gear, think about that. We put all our gear on sleds. We can walk and just take the snow dog and take all our gear there.
Yep.
That would be the biggest beneficial of having that snow dog.
We're complaining about dragging out snow sleds to go ice fishing.
I know.
First world problems.
Well, that spot. I'm not gonna lie. That spot sucks when there's no snow. because when you drag that shit when there's no snow down the hill.
Until you get on the ice.
Yeah. Once you're on the ice, it's fine. But then
that's what you just do. What we did the last time we were there. You
drive all the way down there.
No, you just back all.
We didn't do anything we weren't supposed to.
I don't know what you're talking about. But no, I'm with you. But yeah, we can.
You're not gonna know.
Who's not gonna know? They're not gonna know.
They'll never know.
Oh, you're right. How will they know?
How will they know?
Let me go get you guys a refill.
Oh man, no, I'm okay. I gotta take a whiz actually.
All right, let's take a break. Oh, relief.
All right, we are back. Potty break is over, and me and Butters were talking. Did I even answer the "Are you guys fishing this weekend?" question? I don't know. I feel like it kind of went off on a tangent.
We always do. It's all right.
We always go down rabbit holes.
Yeah, but if I don't go ice fishing this weekend, well, it definitely wouldn't be in central Iowa if that happens. I think I'm gonna take the kayak out, do some more scouting.
Let us know.
Maybe same spot. I could scout that same spot to see if the fish are still there.
I mean, if they're still there,
right?
Couldn't hurt. You need anything if I'm going to ice show?
Not that I can think of.
Anybody? You?
Just stop by these guys.
Okay.
Booth and
are they going to be there on Saturday? Because I don't think I'm going to be there Sunday.
I think they're Saturday. Yeah, I think they're there.
I'll swing by.
I think they're doing something. How to catch your biggest crappie or.
Yeah, so we had what's his name?
Crappie Chronicles.
Yeah, who's
was it what's his name? Waldo.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't sure.
Adam Wall. Is it Adam Wall?
I forgot it was Adam. I don't know.
He was with Vexillon.
Right? Yeah, we had him on our podcast, and he was.
So we've had so many guests.
Yeah.
Sorry, we can't remember them all.
You know what?
I think it is Adam Waldron.
It might be, but you guys, listeners, I know we've gotten a lot of new listeners. You guys really should go back and check out our podcast from previous 2 years. We've had some unbelievable guests.
Jay Siemens.
I mean, we've had Jay Siemens. We've had
twice.
Which I need to watch his video.
Taro. We had
Taro on twice.
We've had Christine Fisher, who's killing it on the kayak fishing scene. We've had April Volke, who's unbelievable in the fly fishing just realm of people. I'm not even talking about women. I'm just talking about fly fishing in general. She's freaking badass.
And podcasting too.
Yeah. So, I mean, you guys should this is the thing, because, Fishing Camp myself did say this year, we're just going to have a lot of local friends and people we fish with, because it's, just conversating, having a lot of beers and just, that. But our guests that we have actually had, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much.
Matt Waldron.
There you go.
Matt Waldron.
That's
right. Sorry, Matt.
But yeah, you guys should really go check out a lot of our podcasts from the past. We've had so many unbelievable guests on our podcast, so much knowledge, so much information that all our guests can take something from, because they're from all over the world. And a lot of our listeners are from all over the U.S., all over the world. So
yeah, we've even had Mr. Worldwide himself, Spencer
River certified. We've even had freaking Nick Morris from Hawaii. So all of our Hawaii listeners, if you want to hear about deep sea fishing, it's just
the informative fisherman.
California, West Coast right there. So yeah, we've actually had him. He was pretty cool. People up north, people out west. We've had a lot. It's been really cool.
Yeah, and we've had.
Yeah, here I am.
Yeah, that's how special you are, Butters.
You hold a special place in the pantheon of Bearfish Fanatics.
Somehow I'm in there.
Cheers, guys.
Appreciate it. Being invited again. I love coming on every time I do.
It's fun, man.
It's always fun to take time out and talk about fishing, and if you sit back and listen, and you can learn something sometimes. I always go back and watch the podcasts.
Yeah, I used to not go back and listen to our podcast because after editing it and then doing all the social stuff, it's like, man, I'm glad it's over. But now I go back, I re-listen to every single podcast now.
You know what I've been doing? So this is our third season, I guess, in a way you guys can say. I go back and re-listen to the podcast of the exact same date from the previous year, 2 years. Because I want to see what we were talking about. Because so if you guys are wondering how far out we record our podcast, typically it's maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks at the most out. So most of the time, all of our podcasts are relevant to the time of year, the season of year, to what's going on in whether it's in the fishing industry or just in life in general. So I go back and listen to just as the day each week goes on. It's kind of cool because you're like, holy shit, maybe I should be targeting that right now because specific species were hitting that time. You know what I mean? Or I hear us talk about a specific body of water, like, oh shoot, I haven't been there in a while. You know what I mean? So maybe I should go check that spot out. So I actually kind of go back and re-listen to that. Number one, just to see who we had on the guest at that time, it was kind of cool just to kind of see too. So, but yeah, man, you guys should definitely go check out some of our old podcasts. It's pretty cool to have some of those guests on. And then a lot of times you also hear just me and Kit by ourselves, just talking shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Can you hear my stomach?
Yeah, I can't hear your stomach.
hear
You
it?
hungry or something, Butter?
I didn't eat dinner.
Oh,
He's eating PBR.
I'm eating my dinner tonight.
You want some meagerang to take with you?
No,
Have you
I'm
had-
okay. I'm gonna. I've got something to cook when I get home.
All right.
Okay.
I do want to give a quick shout out to Short Rod Show, gentlemen. Thank you for helping me lose so many damn jigs fishing for walleyes using your technique, Brett and Ben. Because I listened to the podcast we had them on. They were telling us the technique of how they're catching walleyes. I've lost so many freaking jigs because I'm trying to do the cast and then, leave it like a couple inches off the bottom and just continuous reel, and I just be snagging like crazy. Maybe I'm not doing it right. I gotta fish next to Brett, I think.
They were in a boat, though.
True.
That makes a difference.
Well, never mind, guys.
It's not the same as fishing a shallow river.
Well, shit.
You can't cast it out and leave it when there's only 3 feet of water.
Wow, I wasn't quite leaving it. I was reeling. Shit, you're right.
See, it's the little things. Actually, this is a big thing.
That's a big
that
thing.
You gotta pay attention.
That's kind of a big thing. I tried it. I was like, I think after like the third retire, I was like, all right, I'm over it.
I mean, if you know there's rocks, you should probably pop it a little bit sooner than.
Yeah.
But
just
so how long were you leaving it before you started reeling it?
No. Okay, I let it drift a little bit, but then not that long, because you know where the water, how fast it goes. It's not that crazy. And then I was just reeling, but then I was consistent reeling it, like they were saying. That was fine, but then sometimes you stop in and reset to let sink again your lure, and then reel it again. Because when I went back to re-listen to the podcast, that's what Brett was doing, right?
While he was fishing out of the back of a boat.
So then every time I went to pop it back up and reel it again, snag. Mother.
Yeah, kind of different.
Yeah, I guess that boat thing makes a difference.
I can see why this strategy didn't work.
It didn't work, guys. It didn't work when we were bank fishing. So FYI, don't do that. But
anyway, shout outs to Short Rod Show.
Yep. Go listen to them, by the way, guys. Learn a lot from them. Those guys actually, they know their stuff when it comes to ice fishing stuff, for sure.
Yeah, they're very articulate if you listen to their podcast.
Yeah.
Compared to me, I'm always stumbling on my words.
Me too. They just know more. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're probably more entertaining anyway.
They're good dudes too.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
So we came into this podcast talking about or recapping our goals.
Yep.
And if we hit them for open water. Got any goals for ice fishing?
Man, if I had to set a goal for ice fishing this year, I'd probably say
Well, camping was one, right? You want to camp?
Yep. I want to do that. So that'll be one of the goals. And I think the second goal is to catch a new species through the ice, which I don't want to marginalize it because then that won't let me get the goal. But if I want to pick a specific species, I want to catch a pike through the ice.
A pike?
Yeah.
That's very doable.
There's a couple lakes around where my old stomping grounds where I'm from that have them. So
yeah, that's very doable.
I don't know. I think, did we talk about this before? I wasn't sure. My goals might have changed a little bit, but not really. I think I would like to catch a double-digit catfish through the ice. Would be interesting.
I mean, who doesn't?
That's true. I think double-digit catfish, double-digit wipers.
Oh, man.
That would still be my ultimate goal.
Way to set the bar low, Grandy.
I know.
I just want to catch a...
I just want to catch a 27, 28-inch walleye through the ice.
Yeah.
Camping
I just want to hit a 30-inch walleye through the ice.
Camping through the ice would actually...
I've done those too.
Yeah. We need to go out. Yeah, over to that spot where I caught some pretty nice walleyes. Maybe this year they'll be still there. Yeah. Oh, not last year. It was the year before. I caught a pretty couple nice walleyes through the ice.
I don't know.
It's out over there.
Oh, it's over there.
It's over
Out
there.
east.
Yeah. Yes.
Out east.
Out east. Far east.
That's what this. That's what this episode's
man.
Far
East. Far East episode.
Towards Minnesota.
I think yeah, that, and then camping on the ice. I think I don't know. I think that would be about it. Just to get out on the ice a little bit more than I did last year. I got out a decent amount last year, but I want to get out a little bit more if I can this year. That would be a goal for just personal goal, just to get on the ice at least once a week. When we have solid ice here,
Yeah.
at least minimum once a week if I can get on the ice.
I think we're going to have a few week head start compared to last year.
I hope so.
I hope so. Because last year was rough.
We weren't really ice fishing till January. Like
Jane, it was New Year's weekend.
New Year's weekend.
That's when I caught my big walleye.
We had ice local here at New Year's.
Yeah.
Dude,
It was. I'm not gonna say which direction, but
yeah. Okay.
How thick? It was like three.
It was 3.5, 4.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was early.
It was
It was early ice, but late in the. It's later in the year.
for us. It's later in the year.
I don't think
but it
we're
was
gonna-
early ice for
Yeah,
us.
it was January, yeah.
2
You
years
said
in a
New
row.
Year's.
First ice has been basically New Year's weekend.
Yeah, I think we might have a couple weeks head start compared to last year. Maybe 3 weeks.
I hope so.
Well, the water's ready. I mean, we technically had ice, and then people were ice fishing here. Actually,
Well, like one guy
Last
was
week.
ice fishing in Central Iowa.
shout out to him. Seddon?
Yes.
Seddon, if you're listening to this, you crazy son of a
Funny,
bitch.
I ran into Likens. He's like at Shields that day, and he's like, "Someone was fishing this pond in A.K.A."
Freaking Seddon. Hey,
It's funny because they know each other.
yeah, go check him out. It's YFAI.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. There you guys go check out his YouTube channel. Crazy ass guy went out on ice. I think it was like 2.5, 3 inches. At best.
If that.
Crazy.
But he weighs like $140. He said
Buck 40's giving him a lot.
maybe soaking wet.
Maybe soaking wet.
What are your goals
What are my goals?
for the upcoming ice season of 2022,
2022, 2023.
What are my goals? It's funny. I brought this up, but then I don't have a good answer.
Lake trout.
I wouldn't mind catching lake trout, but
You want to go with us this year?
You could be like, my goal is a whitefish.
I think
You still going up there for that?
Yeah,
I think so.
March.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my goal is catch a whitefish. And I don't know, they probably got lake trout out there too.
Burbot, right? I think
They probably got burbot.
You could catch a 30-inch.
I could catch all three.
You could do the Grand Slam there.
I could do a grand slam on it.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
There you go.
I guess another goal is, so that one time I went kayaking last week, if I could go back there and catch fish again, I'd be pretty jazzed about it. I go out there in the kayak, find a spot, catch fish
With ice rods.
with ice rods, then go back when the water's actually frozen,
And then catch fish.
and
in
then
the same-
catch fish in the same spot.
That'd be pretty dope.
I want to. I guess I want. I don't know if this is a goal or not, but the spot that we did really well on last year, and where you lost your phone and everything.
Third time he's brought that up. I think
Gotta
he's
bring it
trying
up.
to elbow
Just-
grease it in.
I want to see if it was a fluke or not.
What, me dropping the phone?
Well, yeah. No,
It's not gonna happen. 'cause
us doing really well there.
I got the Robohawk.
You never know, man. It's
That's what I'm
fishing.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like if we go this, I mean, we're hyped up and we go this year and then it's like freaking blank.
Because
I'll be You know what I mean?
I fished there the year before.
The same spot?
The same area.
Uh-huh.
And didn't catch it. I caught one fish.
That's what I'm wondering. You know what I'm saying? Like, did we just have a great year because the fish was there last year, and then...
I swear that first year I went, the water was clear, like really clear. But last year, it was super murky. You could see 6 inches.
But I think also the shad was all there.
Yeah, I think
It helped.
I think the bait had
because you
something
remember
to do with it.
all
The
our
bait was
screens just it was just all of a sudden it was just red.
I can't say I remember all those shad the first
See.
time I went.
No, I think a lot of it has to do with the bait.
Yeah.
If you think about it, when the bait wasn't around, it was slow, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, bait, and then you're like, man, I don't like jigging.
So we'll find out this year.
The gaps in between the bait coming through, actually, I liked it because you can see.
Yeah.
Like you could see your lure, you could see fish moving around.
I didn't mind it because I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll just drop my jig and pound the bottom.
Yeah, but when the bait fish were there, just drop it straight into the school of bait.
Just fish the school, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, a little bit below. That's what I was doing.
Yeah, if you could figure out where your lure was, because you couldn't see it.
That's true. But like you said, though, I mean, maybe that we'll see this year if it makes a difference
Could be
or
a
not.
different bite.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope it's the same bite. I hope we have good success and.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, my goal is I just want to get out there, catch fish. I don't know. I don't know if that's like a cop out answer or kind of cliche or whatever. But
it's a simple answer.
Yeah, I could be out there catching new species, or I could be out there catching the stuff I always catch.
Well, I guess my other goes. If I go to Colorado at the end of the month of December here, I do hope I catch a cut bow.
You've caught those before.
Yeah,
right?
but they're so fun, dude. I wouldn't mind catching another one.
They fight like hell, or what?
Hell yeah.
Do they?
And then the spot where I caught that, dude, it's like 8-9 feet deep. So it's going, the fish is just going left, right, because it's so shallow.
It reminds me of something else that we did last year.
It's just going so crazy at all over the spot. It's just like the fight is just so different because they're not digging down. They're just going left, right. So the fight, because I think that's where my brother-in-law just went recently, and it's super shallow. And the way they fight is just completely different. So it was super fun because you actually technically had to put your rod into the water because it's going to get cut on the ice. So the line will. So it's just interesting how I had to learn because they were teaching me why I caught my initial cut bows. Like, you got to put the rod tip into the water or else your line will get cut by the ice.
Yeah,
because
what do you call that? Close combat ice fishing?
I guess.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Close combat?
Something like that. Close quarters.
Close quarters. But that would be, I guess, another. I would like to do that again. It was super fun. I mean, lake trout, obviously, but it'd be fun to catch the nice cut bow. It'd be kind of cool. But lake trout would be kind of cool if I go there.
I'm excited for. I'm gonna shout out to your sponsor, but I bought a 38-inch Whisker Seeker.
A Whisker stick.
Nice.
Nice little Whisker stick.
There we go.
Threw my old Fluger on it, and I'm ready for. I'm actually. This is what I'm really excited for is catching kitties through the ice.
Oh, it's so fun, man.
I think it's very underrated.
Super underrated. I was just about to say it's so underrated.
And I hope it stays that way because I'm selfish. But if I can introduce people that I know to something that's really fun, it's channel catfishing through the ice. They are a blast, man.
Oh, dude, so fun.
And if you're in shallow water, it's even like he's talking about with the cut bows. Last year I lost like 5 fish just because you hook something big like that and they got nowhere to go.
Yeah, they can only go side to side, not up and down.
And it's a battle, you know. You're literally, the minute you get a bite and you're hooked up, if you're not ready.
Yeah, I know there's diehard guys that go after panfish, crappies, bluegills, which is fine.
It's slower fishing for channels,
for the catfish.
But man, let me tell you what, if it's on, whew,
yeah,
it's a fire bite.
Yeah.
Like when they're all biting, it could be the best hour you've had in catfishing in a while.
Yeah,
I love it.
When you're drag screaming and they're you
underrated.
can't get that trying to fish for bluegills and crappies.
No.
Bigger crappies, maybe.
Nah, I don't think it pulls drag.
It's not gonna.
Not gonna pull
It's
drag.
not. It's not a 5 pound.
Yeah.
Channel cat.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love crappies as much as any other human being. But no 15-inch crappie is gonna fight like a 5 pound cat.
No,
channel.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not trying to argue that, but
And don't get me
some
wrong.
of them can fight.
Man,
they're not kind of like walleye. I think people give walleye and crappie a bad rep. They say they fight like wet socks. I think that's garbage.
I think walleyes do.
Sometimes.
What, you think they fight like wet socks?
I think so.
Sometimes.
man.
Sometimes.
He must never caught a big one.
Yeah, he didn't
No,
catch the
whoa.
ones. He didn't catch like how we were catching.
Well, here we go again.
You gotta catch them when they're all tuned up in the summer and they're just smashing baits like every other fish is.
But the thing is, when you're fishing for those panfish, you're using a super light setup. You're using super light line. You know what I'm saying?
For the catfish?
No, when you're fishing for the panfish.
Oh, yeah.
So of course it's good. You're gonna take it's finesse. You're gonna take your time because you don't want to to break a 2 pound line. 3 pound line. But if you're fishing for catfish, you're gonna use a little bit of a heavier setup. So that's it's equivalent in a sense.
No. Here's my argument against that. Last year, I was using one of. I don't know if it was my biggest fish through the ice last year or my second biggest.
The channel cat you caught?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was on my ultralight noodle rod with 3 pound test on there.
The sake rod.
Yeah, sake rod.
But look how much fun that is versus catching a 16-inch crappie.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
way more fun.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's nerve wracking.
I'm not saying it's not more fun. I said all I'm saying is crappies can fight too. Crappie lives matter too, man. They fight.
Crappies can fight as hard as crappies can fight.
And it depends on your setup. I agree, it does. If you're using a light setup, it's obviously going to be a more intense fight.
Don't get me wrong. I want to catch a 12-inch crappie, 13-inch crappie, 11-inch crappie to eat. My kids love crappie. Don't get me wrong. But I get a little bit more excited when it really pulls a little bit more drag than a 12-inch crappie. That's all.
Oh, catfish are low on the totem pole though.
I still don't understand why they get the hate. Because I think like I just said, like you say, no, people when they're catfishing or people catch catfish, why they get so much? Oh, it's just a catfish.
I think even open water though, because like when I'm flathead fishing and I catch a channel cat, I'm like, man.
See, that's different.
That's different.
And it's different, but when it comes to ice water fishing, I don't think there's anything funner to catch than channel cat and hybrids.
Oh, wipers.
I don't think there's anything like as far as the fight wise ice fishing.
Like
I think
for us here
in Iowa, I think those two are the funnest to target.
Oh, dude.
And they go hand in hand in some bodies of water.
I get scared all the time. Well, I mean, I get excited and scared at the same time when I catch a wiper through the ice.
Oh man, it's exciting.
Yeah, because the way it fights, and it's so scary. Like, oh shit, don't lose it. Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Because it goes, because it shakes so hard and it's pulling so hard. You're like, I get a little, I get antsy. I get nervous, excited.
It's normal.
Don't lose this stupid fish because you know what it is.
Yeah, actually in the kayak, I was using my noodle rod with 3 pound test.
Were you really?
Catching the wipers.
Oh my gosh.
That's why this boat comes over near the end of the day, and I was talking to him for a little bit, and I was the fish got caught in my anchor. I was like, oh man, it's caught in my anchor. I only got 3 pound test. He's like, 3 pounds? He's like, oh my god. I was like, yeah, I know.
I put 3 pounds on one of my sake rods, and I put 6 pounds on another one.
That's one thing I want to ask. How many rods are you going to be set up this year?
5.
And how many? Yeah, 5 for ice
5.
fishing? What I mean, how many do you usually run with?
I usually bring 4 with me.
Do you put different? We had this conversation with Laz last year. Are you going to use different line setups, like 2 pound, 4 pound, 6 pound.
Usually it's 3 pound on my noodle, 4 pound on my jigging rod.
That's it.
And then, I don't know, whatever, 6 to 8 pound on my dead rods. My set lines, jaw jacker.
Okay.
I'm putting at least 8 pound on my Whisker stick. At least.
I'm asking that because I think I was gonna reline all my rods, ice fishing rods. So I'm like, how many different ones should I put on, like weight wise and clarity wise, and should I use mono, fluoro, braid?
Just depends on what you're fishing for. I think.
I tried braid last year.
Didn't work.
Awesome in the shack. But if that heater
Outside,
ain't going,
no.
It freezes.
I didn't even fish outside much at all last year.
But even inside with the braid, were you having issues?
If my heater wasn't running.
Okay.
That was with Power Pro. Not just regular Power Pro, not the ice braid or whatever.
Yeah.
Just plain old Power Pro. If I didn't have my heater on, it would freeze. And then it would tear up your line because it's pulling on all those fibers or threads or whatever. So if I pulled out my rod right now, it'd be like a little fuzzy. Because it was freezing, and it tear up all those fibers because it's just sticking to itself.
Do you have a preference on line?
I think I might just go all fluoro this year.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking too. But does fluoro have that good of a memory? It has.
Fluoro has more memory than mono.
Yeah, that's the only thing
That's why I'll only go 4 pound with my quote unquote heavier setup.
What do you mean memory? Like stretch?
Oh, the coils.
How many times it goes? Gotcha.
Unless you use, do you use a what do you call those free falling ones?
Free fall.
Inline.
Jeez.
No, I do not use
I hate inlines too. That's why too. But
I've never tried them, so I can't knock.
So
I've seen people use them,
and I had so many issues when I think 3 or 4 years ago. I swear I'm done with inlines because it got froze and I lost a big fish. I think I lost 2 fish that year, and I was like, I'm done with inlines. It froze. I couldn't reel. Like what's going on?
like it froze. What do you mean it froze?
Like I couldn't spin the thing. It was just like frozen.
It
like
locked
the
up
inline, it locked up.
Sometimes when your reels get too cold when you're outside, they'll lock up.
I haven't had that issue too. Actually, I never really had an issue when I use my regular,
spinning
reels. But for some reason, I always had. And then what's crazy, when you have the inlines, when you release the line, and then when you're reeling it, it gets caught up. When you're reeling it, it gets caught up. It gets tangled inside the whatever that.
That's probably why I've seen so many inline fishing 13 reels for sale over the.
But people
last 2 years.
But this is the thing. The greatest thing about them, though,
you get your bait down there faster.
Depends. I mean, nowadays, if you have what you might call it, not the lead, but the tungsten, it's fine. The greatest benefit of the inline is there's no coils.
There's less memory.
Way less memory. Like most likely, it's going to be a straight shot down. You don't have those coils like
because on the spool on a spinning reel, it's a smaller diameter, so it's wrapping around more.
It's so
versus the inline is probably twice, 3 times
at least
as wide.
And then you have and the thing is, so it does make a difference on the presentation because when you have those coils, it looks. I don't know if you've ever showed it with your video, your under camera.
Well, that's where the memory is where your freaking jig is down there
spinning.
Twirling.
It doesn't look natural.
Down there doing break dancing.
Yeah, and it doesn't look natural, and that's the biggest thing. A lot of people like they want it to look like a natural lure for the fish, and they believe that catch them. And they're probably right.
For the most part, but I think when the bite's hot, it doesn't matter. You could drop a freaking.
Yeah, but when the bite's tough,
you could drop one of these down there and they'd probably hit it.
Is that a challenge?
So maybe I get one. Maybe if you have five rods, maybe get one with inline. I guess I don't know.
I have 6 ice rods. Well, I guess technically I have 1 inline because I have a bait caster on one of them.
That's considered inline in a way, right?
It is a inline, basically.
In a way, yeah.
You remember the challenge he had you and I think somebody else do one of these past few ice seasons? I watched.
Well, me and Tay.
Yeah, so I was gifted a box
the spoon,
of spoons.
Yes.
And they've got. I haven't broken them out yet. I told my buddy I would use them for ice fishing this year.
The eggplant spoon.
They look like eggplants.
Insert eggplant emoji.
It's
a penis looking lure. Okay, it looked like a penis. All right, you can say penis, man.
So we gotta at some point we gotta bust those out and do a challenge. This season. At least for like 3 to 5 hours or something.
Well, how long was our? We're still recording. It's okay.
Oh.
How long was that day we were out for, kid? You remember when me and Trey were out?
You won.
No, I won, but we were out there.
We were out like all day.
All day. So, and that lure killed it for me.
And then challenge was over.
You were catching fish left and right.
Yeah, challenge was over. Then he switched. I was like, "Why'd you switch? You're catching fish."
I was killing it with that thing.
It didn't feel right.
It just didn't feel right.
Maybe it felt too right. He's
here we go.
I'm getting little heebie-jeebies by using this lure.
Stupid.
Or maybe heebie-jeebies isn't the word. I'm getting butterflies from using this lure.
Whatever, dude. But that stupid that stupid penis lure, I was freaking killing it. Okay, guys, if you guys listen to G,
I can't wait to use them.
You guys gotta go look at Fishing Kit's YouTube. We'll put the link into the description for that video because this freaking penis lure.
Yeah, whoever edits it is gonna have to put it in there.
That's my other goal this year: catch a fish on one of those penis lures.
Oh, I've seen it in action. It works.
I used it in action. I'm like, he's kind of right. Why did I switch after the little challenge we had? Because I probably caught. Well, actually, you know what? It was like a 2 or 3 hour challenge, but we fished all day. I don't know why I switched it out, but between those 2 or 3 hours, freaking crappie, walleye, I was just killing it with the freaking penis lure.
Yeah, we caught some good walleyes that day too.
That's why I want to go. That's the spot I was talking about. I want to go check out.
And these ones got feathers on the.
Yes.
Little pubic hairs. On
yeah.
I had it. We had it.
They're flashy and they're dashy, man. They're ready to roll.
So people were laughing. I was trying to tell people. I think I brought people to your channel.
Watch catch a state record walleye on a penis lure.
No, it was like a Facebook group page. Someone posted, look what my brother-in-law or brother gave me, right? What am I supposed to do with this? I go, hold on, homie. So I posted and I gave him the link to the challenge video. I go, look, I caught all these fish with that stinking lure. They're like, what? No way. They click. They're like, holy shit, the penis lure works, man.
The fish don't know what it is. It's just another.
It's just something that's shiny and.
Yeah.
It's got color and they want to eat it.
It's shiny.
It's moving.
It's a penis and it's got hair on it.
If you look at a regular spoon,
it's basically the same thing. It's just shaped a little bit like
a spoon.
I mean, it's shaped like a little penis that you sit there and jig up and down. That's all it is, man.
I think I have one in my jig box. I'm gonna have to bust it out.
I've got 5. If you need to borrow one, guys, I've got them. I've got a whole box. My buddy's like, "Have you used those yet?" He gave them to me like early spring, and I was like, "Oh, these are gonna be great for ice fishing." And I've just saved them for it, That's what I'm like, I can't wait to bust these out this year. Nobody else is gonna be using these. It's gonna be the fire bait.
Like, hey, buddy! Like somebody seeing you tearing it up. Like, what are you
using?
What are you using?
Right,
the dick lure.
Oh man,
Fuego.
It works. I you know what? I didn't believe it. I first saw it when Kit, because me and Trey, we had no idea because he had a secret lure.
Oh yeah, it was the secret.
And then
lure.
he showed us you have to use this for 2 hours. I was like, what the?
We should have made it all day.
And then I couldn't believe. I think I caught the very first fish I caught was like maybe a 7-8 inch crappie. I was like, what the? Next thing you know, I catch walleyes. I catch another nice crappie. I'm like, what is going on? This freaking penis lure is the shit. All of a sudden. And you know what? I don't know if I used it again. I don't know why. Maybe I'm going to use it this year. You're right.
You got to put that back in your memory bank.
Yeah. I think it's just, I was just so like.
Just leave all your other spoons at home.
It's like you with throwing away. If you use it, you're bound to catch something eventually.
You know what would be funny? Like, you just walk up to some guy, see him catching fish, and then he pulls out his jig box. After you guys say, hey, what are you using? Like, oh, I'm just using this. Then he shows you a penis lure. Then he just pulls out a jig box, and it's all penis lures.
All just different sizes, different colors.
Nothing but penis lures.
Like, this is my favorite shape.
Are you using the 5/16 ounce or the 1/8 ounce there? What color?
Oh, gosh.
Like, it helps if you tip it.
The more action you get, the more fish you get.
Right. There's a lot of action.
A lot of action.
A lot of action jig. When you jig it.
You need one?
No, I'm good.
Butters? One last one? Guess he's on it.
I guess I'm.
This will be my last one, too.
I'm drinking another one. All right.
You're drinking dinner.
I did say I was drinking dinner.
But that's kind of funny, dude. But yeah, everybody, go check out the penis lure. I'll show you guys. Whoever edits this, we'll put in the link. If you guys have not seen Fishing Kit's channel, I did a challenge with one of our buddies, and we had to use the penis lure, and it worked.
Man, that was an early video for me.
That was fun, man.
I've watched pretty much all of your videos.
Thanks, man.
It was a fun video.
Hey, you gotta support your friends. Yeah, even though I wasn't your friend at that time.
I didn't even know you at that time.
I didn't know you. Like, I literally I went through when before I met you. I went through I met you. I was watching videos to present time, and then after I met you, I went back and I watched all of your videos from like day one. I'm like, how's this guy progressed? Let's check this out. Like how good of a fisherman is this guy? Like,
I wouldn't show how bad I was. Actually, early on, I did show how bad I was.
No, and listen, like, I fished with you enough over the last few years that you kick a lot of people's ass when you go fishing, man. You do.
He gave up his soul.
I think he signed a deal with the devil.
That's what we said, the fish devil.
Because
he gave
I
his
think,
soul.
out of all the times that I've been fishing with him, I think there's only been, maybe 3 to 5 times where I can be like, at the end of the day when I got in my car and I drove away, I was like, all right, I think I did a little bit better than Kit today. And I'm just gonna.
Like, out of how many times you would say
that we fished together?
Yeah, 3 to 5 times out of how many?
A lot. Like, at least over 60. Like,
yeah, we fished quite a bit.
And that's cool, man. Like, the way that we met and how I know you now, like, it's I love it. It's so cool. I give props to my mom when I was a kid growing up, because I'm the social kid and I'll just go talk to him. I've never been scared to go talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Like, I'll walk up to anybody fishing, start a conversation. But sidetrack, it's frustrating. Like, I'm your friend and I go fishing with you, but it gets frustrating sometimes when I'm out there and I'm like, you know what? Just keep grinding. In the back of my head, just keep grinding. You'll get there. You'll catch them. You'll get one. Your persistence has paid off, man. I'm gonna give you props for it.
Thanks, man.
You've done a great job of just putting out the content and being somebody that's inspiring to local fishermen, in my opinion. Because you highlight fish that not everybody else highlights, that most people wouldn't chase after. Everybody's always trying to fill their freezer with bluegill crappie, but you go after predators like hybrids and catfish and walleyes. And I can dig it and I can respect it because it's all the same stuff that I do.
That's funny because I'm looking at my queue for this upcoming year or whatever, there's a lot of striped fish. And it's like, man, I need some variety up in here. It's like a lot of striped fish.
That's why
I guess like, oh, woe is me. I've catch too many fish with stripes.
I know.
But they're kind of my jam.
And that's okay.
That's your forte, though. I mean,
but that's why me and Magoo and I think Bake, we're just talking like, man, bullshit, man. This guy really gave his soul to the fish devil. I really believe so.
I think he did. I think he signed a deal. I think I might have. Right. But if I did it in my sleep.
You're getting there, Butters.
I catch fish that I'm like, even after the fact, I'm like, wait a minute. It takes me like a day. I'm like, did I really catch that?
I think going out more and more helps.
It does. And going back to the beginning of this podcast, like, honestly, every time I go out, I learn something new. Each time I've gone out with this guy, when it comes to jigging and working like a topwater or a swim bait, like, I've watched your cadence. And I've tried to mimic it. I can't do it. Like, we all have our own.
See, it sounds weird hearing you say that.
No, like I've literally, like, like, I'll be sitting there looking back, and I'm not catching. I'm just sitting back and I'm watching you jig. I'm watching your cadence, and I'm seeing how you're doing stuff, and I'll try and mimic it. And it might not be the same, but it'll be close to it, and I'll catch fish. And you can learn from people, like speed and. Do you need to slow down? Do I need to switch colors? All back to the small stuff.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it just goes back to time on the water. Like, if you, like me, I mean, I'll say it if I have the opportunity to go fish, I'll probably go fish. Yeah. I mean, there's days where I'm like lazy, like I don't want to do anything today. I'll just stay home. But if I have the opportunity to go fish, I'm gonna go, even on those
days that you don't want to.
Those really bad days where it's like, man, it kind of looks like shit outside.
And they end up being some of the best usually.
Yeah.
Weird how that works.
Yeah, because I don't know. Like, I try to get some of our buddies to go. And I'm talking about like kayaking out when the water's 37 degrees. They're like, man, you're crazy.
You want to go Sunday? Huh?
I would go, but I can't. Right. You see, that's only my. If my kids were a little bit bigger, if they were more self-sufficient, I can go out and fish more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right now, they're at the age. I still have a 2-year-old. Still in diapers, slowly potty training. I still have a 5-year-old. I still have a 7 and 9-year-old. Just none of them are technically self-sufficient at all. So I can't just. I mean, I can, but then, the boss ladies can be like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah, not everybody is a single guy like me that can go fishing and whenever me. I want. And Butters.
And me.
So that's why I'm saying
that's probably why we're single, is because we go fishing too damn much.
And that's also why
if we spent more time trying to find a female, we actually might not be single, but
but you won't be as good as a fisherman.
Yeah, we won't be catching as much fish.
I mean, you have pros and cons of life. You have to take your.
Yeah, you can't have them all.
Pick your battles, man. Do you want to catch more fish, or do you want to invest? See, I look at it this way. My money's going one way, or do I want to go the other way?
Yeah, we all can't be like, let me see, Lake Fork guy, catch a ton of fish and have a hot wife. Not everybody can be that guy. We got to pick, I guess, man, we had to pick one, hot wife or be really good at fishing.
Jeez.
I don't know.
See, I picked a hot wife, man. I don't know what you're talking about, see?
I think it's still. Why can't you have a hot wife and?
Well, I'm saying not everybody can be like Lake Fork guy.
It's percentages. I watched. It's percentages. There's more women than men on this earth.
Yes,
did you know that?
That's very true.
I believe
statistically, we're already behind.
But there's more fish than humans in the world.
That's probably why I'm single and I keep on fishing all the time.
I mean, Granted, I haven't.
My percentages to catch a fish versus going out to an establishment or somewhere in the public and catching a female. Well, if I'm gonna bet on it, I'm probably gonna catch a fish before I catch a female.
Like, go out fishing when it's negative 10 degrees outside, or go to a sports bar and go talk to a girl. I think going out fishing in negative 10 degrees is easier.
Oh, that's funny.
Hearing that out loud, it just doesn't make it doesn't make any sense.
It's very cringy.
But we do it.
Yeah. See, Grandy, I give Gores so
He's
much
smart.
shit.
He's smart though.
He is smart.
He keeps his wife happy.
Yeah, he can always fish later.
I'm just saying.
Happy wife, happy life, man. Yeah. And that's what matters.
And I still get the fish.
He still gets the fish.
I just don't get to fish
as much
as I. Actually, that's a good question. So 365 days out of the year, how out those days, how many days do you think you actually are fishing? Have you tracked? I know Spencer. I talked to Spencer. He actually tracked it before, and he's well over, I think, 200 some days. That's insane.
I know I'm well.
Well, see, he's a little bit different in his situation.
True, but you guys, how? I mean, 365 days. I mean, to be real, if I calculated, let's say I go even once a week, that's like 52 days. Okay, if I went out once a week, that's 52 days because it's 52 weeks.
Right.
I would say there's a couple days in here I go once or twice, in a week. Couple weeks I go 0, right? I would say on average I'm honestly in between 50 to 100 days a year.
That seems like a lot.
You would, right? But it when you
for
break
a
it
guy
down,
that can't get out too much.
I know, for a guy that doesn't get out and fish that much.
But there's certain weeks I get out maybe two to three times a week, maybe 2 times. Actually, no, I don't think I get out. I don't think I get out to 100. I bet you I get out over 50 days a week.
I was gonna say, I think maybe I get out 100 days a year.
I think I'm over 50. 50 for the year.
Ain't no way.
100?
You gotta
be out more than that.
You get out more. There's 365 days in a year. You get out way more than 100.
I'm probably around the 52-ish.
I'd say I'd fish at least once a week.
That's 52.
That's 52.
During the spring, though?
Yeah, I might be going 3 days in a row.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why 100,
Like, there's days in the spring where I go 7 days in a row. There's days in the summer where I go 7 days. There's days in the winter.
See, I can
when
say...
I go... last year, I went a full 7 days in a row ice fishing during the coldest snap in the state.
I can say I've not done that.
7 days straight fishing?
7 days straight.
Right? 7, you never done it? I've done it open water and ice fishing multiple times. In the last 3 years, multiple times. But I'm addicted to it, man.
Man, I thought I fished a lot.
We're all addicted. If I could, I would. You know what I'm saying? If I could, I would. I just can't. I mean, if I go out this 1 week, and then the boss is like, "What are you doing?" I want to go fishing. No,
Grandy, if I was married,
it's tough.
I wouldn't go out fishing as much as I do.
No,
you know that, right?
100%, all of us.
You know that, right?
But that's why
if I had a significant other, I wouldn't fish.
But
5 days a week.
But that's why I live vicariously through you guys. I watch you guys' stuff, and what are you guys doing? So that's why it's so important. And you guys are like, why is he always texting me? Where's the hot bite? Is because I'm prepping. Because I got that one day this week or next week that I know I'm not going to get a fish again. So I want to make sure if I have the highest possibility that I'm going to catch something. Yeah. And that's why I ask you guys, or ask anybody. I'm just like, it's not because give me your damn spot. I don't give a shit. I just want to make sure if I get a chance to go out, I'm like, all right, I'm not wasting that one day that I get allowed to go fishing.
You want to maximize your time.
Yeah.
You're trying to do the same thing that he's doing, and it makes sense.
That's
and that's why I've never had issues when you're like, where are you catching these fish at? I've never had issues being like, hey man, this is where it's going down.
It's just my time's a little bit more broad compared to your time that you can fish.
Very true.
Man, Butters, Man, how many days do you think you fish?
A year?
Out of the whole year, 365.
Well, now that I'm ice fishing,
200? Do you think you're up to 200?
yeah,
Really?
easily.
Wow.
Easily.
So 200 days out of 365.
Even if
that
I'm
is-
only going fishing
Bro, that's
for...
like 3 times a week.
That
Minimum.
is 3
minimum.
times a week.
Yeah, 3 times a week.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Minimum.
That's nothing. My poles are always in my car.
On average, 3 times a week. Really?
Yes.
No, even 3 times a week is like that's only 160 days a year.
I keep my...
He's over 3 days a
I
week.
keep my poles in my car.
Crazy.
During walleye season this fall, I was going 3-4 days a week.
Damn, I wish I could do that.
Every day after work, man. If my job ended in Ankeny, you know where I was going.
Yeah.
You know, if my job ended on the east side, I'm heading out east. If you know,
I'm surprised you don't fish more than 100 days a year. I think you're about right about
He
100.
probably underestimated.
you're probably.
No, I don't think so.
He's
I think-
underestimating.
I
He's
think
probably
you double
over
me. Like I probably, like I said, I probably fish about 50 plus ish a year. Yeah, and I think you fish about double amount of time, maybe a little bit more. It wouldn't be too much more.
Yeah, I mean,
If you say you're only fishing once a week for sure,
Once a week for sure.
and then ice fishing maybe. I bet you curve. No, I can see you about 100, 150.
yeah, I'd say
Half the
between
year.
100 and 150.
Holy shit, it's almost half the year fishing.
Well, half the year would be every other day.
Do you think you fish every other day? If you calculate all that, you don't think
I don't
so?
think
Not
so.
there yet.
I don't think I fish. Because every other day is only 182 days. Yeah,
Yeah.
every other day. Yeah, it would be
About
182 days.
But you're not there yet. You don't think
I don't think so. That feels.
it's a lot? It
that
feels
fe-
like a
that-
lot.
That sounds like a lot, even for me.
That does kind of feel a lot, though. You
Every
think
other
about it.
day?
Yeah.
I mean, sure, I'll have stretches where I'll go 2-3 days in a row, but then I'll also have stretches where it's like 2-3 days in a row where I'm not fishing.
We should have asked Corey this. I'm curious. Like those pro fishermen, do they fish 365? They gots to. Or do they take a day or two off?
I don't think they fish 365.
300 then.
I don't even think that much.
At least. You don't think so? We
I
should
don't
have.
think so.
We should have asked a pro fisherman, like, how many days out of the year do you fish?
Well,
Because
a pro fisherman, like, are you talking about like Corey, where he has a regular job, owns a business? He's not fishing.
no,
every
a
day.
pro fisherman who does it for a living, who fishes for a living. But then they're different because they're fishing for different. They're just fishing mostly whatever they're targeting, whether it's bass, whatever their tournament scene is. You don't think they fish 300 days?
That's like every day.
Yeah.
I don't think they fish every day.
No, they take 2 months off, 65 days.
2 months.
I mean,
months off, spread out
Spread out between the year. The whole year.
That'd be 6 days a week, basically.
6 days a week. Yeah.
I don't think they fish that much.
Pro fisherman? I bet you'd be close. Gotta be. If Spencer
Well, I mean, you think
fishes
about
over
it,
200 some
the-
days
But he's
a
a
year.
guide.
You think about it though, the guys that are fishing those tournaments, they're
Yeah.
they're probably fishing at the most 3 to 4 days a week.
No, I think Spencer. I don't think he said he fishes 200 days out of the year. He's on the water 200 days
Gotcha.
out of the
Oh,
year.
makes sense.
There's a difference.
Yeah. But you don't think the pros fish 300 days a year?
I doubt it.
Really?
No.
It's a question I'm just curious. I just want to know.
I bet they fish at most 5 days a week, at the most.
So that's 250 about 200.
Because you gotta figure they're tournament fishing 2 days. If we're talking about
250 days.
if
About
we're talking
250
bass,
days.
right?
Any
Or any okay, so you gotta
any
figure
professional
tournaments 2
fisherman.
days. They're gonna at least put a day or two in
Pre-fishing.
pre-fishing. So there's 4 days at least out of the week.
So they officially 5 days. 5
Yeah,
days a
but they're
week.
not doing a tournament.
Not
52
every.
weeks.
No, they're not.
But I think they also fish when it's
But
just their
people
downtime.
like if they're just
Maybe
like,
they don't.
I don't know.
I mean, do
I think-
NBA players play basketball on their days
Yeah.
off?
Yes,
They do.
Like,
they do.
They do.
well,
they
other
go,
than
they,
practice,
They shoot.
other
they
than
go.
practice.
They go to summer.
They go shoot.
They go to
They're
gyms.
shooting. They're in gyms. They do 20. Like
It's no
I can tell you
it's
this
no
right now.
different than golfing.
Those NBA players,
fishing.
I can guarantee you, they're at least 300 and some plus days at least shooting.
Okay, football player.
Are they on the field or are they? I mean, sometimes they train not without a football though. They're just training and lifting weights or whatever. Does that count? Yeah. Training.
Well, they still have an off season though. Like
they have an off season. They take a break.
But you're not going to the gym and training. Isn't playing football.
No, but they're also it's prepping for them to be on the football field.
Correct.
I mean, it's part of their. It's part of the. It'd be like fishing and you're certain days that you're getting all your. I don't know how to explain that. That'll be low. No, but that's different. Fishing is different, though, compared to football.
I don't think they fish 300 days a year.
Pros? No.
I bet you it's close.
I bet tops it's like 250.
I bet you it's close, man. I wouldn't be surprised if it's close to 300. Man, we should just...
And it always depends on the individual. Like, some people are more...
Very true.
I mean, if they're doing...
gung-ho about fishing...
If they're doing a series back-to-back, then I could see it.
Even if it's not even a series, just like the biggest thing is like during their downtime, are they fishing or not? I bet you they are. They have to be because they love fishing that much. If you can fish 300 days a year and you don't have to worry about expenses.
But they got families.
Yeah. But that's part of their job is to fish, to be the best fisherman possible.
I think there's some guys who are just bass guys. And then I think there's guys out there who are everything guys. Like there's two types of fishermen.
Like
are
you talking about pro wise, or are you talking about just regular
just
fishermen?
Overall? Okay. Like I think there's two types of fishermen. You have somebody who catches everything, and you got your bass guys.
Why have you not been so attached, or at least infatuated about just bass?
I don't know, because
I'm just kidding. The reason being is because I talk to a lot of people. They're just like, it's because they're not as easy as everybody makes it seem. Like, I mean, okay, whatever the case may be, but they're just like, it's the challenge of figuring out the bass bite, and that's why they go. That's what excites them about bass fishing. So I'm just curious why you have never ever gotten ever excited about I'm just gonna go bass fishing today.
I don't know. Growing up, I was never into it. Well, growing up, being from a third world country, we fished for food. I guess you could fish for bass for food too, but that's kind of looked down upon by some circles. I don't know. It was, I guess, part of my upbringing, and then so I was never got into it because we'd fish for food and
to consume, right?
Yeah, and then growing up, it's like I'm used to catching all these other fish. Why do I need to go target this one fish?
But then you don't even consume anymore, like you probably used to, but if you ever did.
Yeah, but I'm used to catching wipers. Well, why should I go after largemouth bass?
You shouldn't have to. I'm just asking why.
I mean, why would I pick?
You like what you like.
Because it's different. It's a different species from your normal.
A largemouth is?
No, it's different from your normal stripe bass.
Yeah.
You always. I'm just being devil's advocate.
Have you gained more respect for bass fishing or bass fishermen this year?
Hold on, say that again.
Have you gained respect for bass fishing or bass fishermen this year?
Those tournament guys, I got to give them props because they're grinding it out. It doesn't matter. They're fishing for bass. If you're a walleye tournament angler, those guys, they're competing. They're trying to be the best at what they do.
Yeah.
Whether that's bass, catfish, walleyes, whatever.
Right.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
Like why I don't go after bass, I don't know.
Do you think they're easy? Is that why?
The barrier of entry is low, but the skill ceiling is high.
Okay.
I kind of understand what you're saying there.
Anybody can get into it.
Yeah.
But to be the best, there's a lot of competition.
Yeah. A lot of
But that's because there's so much people into it.
It's a money-driven industry. A lot of people, numbers-wise, are chasing after large.
Yeah, so it kind of feeds into itself. A whole bunch of people are into it, so that means a whole bunch of money is into it.
Right.
And then that brings in more people, and then that brings in more money. I don't know. I guess for me, I'm not really. I don't. That's not something I look out of. That's not something I'm looking to gain out of fishing. Would I want to make money off of? Would I want to make a living off of fishing? Hell yeah. But bass tournament isn't.
It's not your.
It's
Kool-Aid.
That's not the avenue that I would take.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Does that suffice?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I just always wonder. It's
Man,
like,
you want to go catch bass? Go for it, man.
It's not at the top of my list when I think about fishing, but I mean, I have caught an 8-pound largemouth. Was my mind blown when I caught it? Yeah. It was a big fish.
It's funny. I was
But bass fishing, I mean, I don't know. It's not bad. I don't specifically target them. I'm not ever gonna.
I don't hate bass fishing.
I'm not gonna ever specifically target.
All right, bass fishermen, you listen to this. Don't listen to these two guys. No, just kidding. I'm not gonna lie. In the past 2 years, I'm slowly. I don't want to say slowly. It's kind of fun, man.
Yeah, the bass hole.
Jesus.
I knew it.
No, I'm not saying I want it always.
I knew it.
It's kind of fun. It really is. Like, it's okay, because I can go to these ponds and then just kind of understanding. I wouldn't say even understand. Just all right. I don't know, man. It's just kind of fun. Like learning. All right, this. I thought this Ned rig's gonna work today. I thought it was gonna work because it worked yesterday. It worked the day before. Like, what? It's the same body of water, same fish. I know it's right. It should be in there. But why the hell
are they not
all
biting?
30 of them or 40 of them were biting it yesterday or the day before? And then why not today? But then the moment I swap over to a, I don't know, it's
crawl.
like a crawl.
Yeah.
And, a jig head. Then they hit those. It's just so weird.
Let me here. How about this? I bet there was 12 other Joe Schmoes out there before you throwing Ned rigs.
Yeah.
So you go out there with something a little bit different. That's where the whole, there's a whole bunch of people into it. So those fish are
Heavily
more pressured.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to these ponds in these suburbs.
Yep.
Oh shit, the freaking camera.
Yeah. No, I wholeheartedly agree with you. Like, they are heavily pressured. But it's kind of fun to kind of slowly, I wouldn't even say figure them out, but just kind of find out what makes them tick.
But that's just like any
That's
other
anything.
species.
True, but sometimes those other species is like location. I think most of those others, location and timing.
Yeah, that's all part of the barrier of entry. You just pull up to some suburban pond.
Very true.
And there's
Yeah.
bass there. Like, for me to go catch wipers, it's a little bit more effort. I gotta drive to certain areas.
So you think it's harder work to catch wipers than it is to catch a largemouth?
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
I could go down the street 2 blocks and catch a largemouth,
Yep. Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
You go to any pond.
Yep.
Very true.
To go catch a wiper, I gotta go to specific areas or lakes.
So you're saying your challenge, you like the higher? Is it a higher challenge?
No. Well,
Yeah.
I guess.
I guess.
I think it's a harder fighting fish.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you on that. Well, if that's the case, we
And
might
I
as
think
well.
that's part of the reason
If
why.
that's the case,
why-
just go find the biggest fish you can catch. Then, if that's the case, if you want the, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's part of the reason why we're kind of snobbish towards bass. is
Yeah, you guys are snap.
Nobody
snobs.
says it, but they kind of fight like wet socks.
No, no. I have to disagree with you on that.
I think they spend most of their energy breaking the surface.
Yeah,
And that's
they
cool.
do a lot of jumping. No,
That's
it is.
cool.
It is. I'm just giving you guys crap. You
I mean,
bass
it's just
fishermen.
me.
I respect. Well,
I'm not even a bass fisherman.
I know
but-
that probably Corey's listening and all these other guys that are bass guys,
All
and
the-
I respect the hell out of bass fishermen.
Dude, I know more bass fishermen now and I'm friends with them than I've ever
like
been.
on that Wisconsin trip.
Yeah,
Like,
they were all Bassholes.
And they were.
They were.
And you know what?
Do any of them listen to our podcast?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
I learned something from them. I went up there and I'm like, man, we're going bass fishing, whatever. But I had a great time, you know, and I got my ass kicked for freaking 2 days, man. It took me a minute to figure it out, and I watched him struggle, and I'm like, okay, well, if Kit's struggling, something's up. Like
I've never suck at bass fishing.
I've never seen anybody, and apparently we just both suck at bass fishing. I mean, that's what I took away from that weekend.
Yeah. But I would say I don't get mad if I catch a bass, and then I'm thinking when I was editing my video, I was like, I did get annoyed that I got a bass.
Yeah. You usually do. You're like, oh, it's a bass.
Just saw your video today, dude. Oh, I was just watching his video before we got here because I was cooking dinner for the kids, and I had your video play on the background.
That's funny. We were doing the same thing.
And I'm like, man, this guy, he caught a nice freaking bass, and then he's like,
that's after seeing what two
giant wipers.
Yeah, two almost 10-pound wipers.
They were nice.
I get it. It's bigger fish, better fight fish, but he caught a nice.
Well, he was sour because he lost.
Yeah, you were sour, dude. You were sour to this video.
And then he's like, my sister caught one. The brother-in-law caught one. He's like, man, I'm sour.
Yeah, he was more pissed off that his sister outfished him.
He said salty, and I'm like, maybe that's where the salt life in Iowa exists.
Yeah, the salt stickers right here.
Salt life.
So funny.
Bass for me, they just don't. They don't tick my boxes. I guess.
And that's okay. No, I was just wondering. It just, I wouldn't say it just like I'm gonna go out and just bass fish only, but I don't mind some of those days where I do. I go. You know what? The kids are at school. I got an hour or two at lunch break. I'm gonna go bass fish. It's fun. I don't know. It's fun.
It's actually a quick and easy. It's actually a quick and easy target to species. I mean, if you've got fawns around, I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Low barrier of entry.
Sometimes they're good fighting fish. They're not horrible.
The big ones.
Yeah,
the big ones.
I think honestly, if you get about 3 pounds or more, they're amazing.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
Pound for pound, they're probably one of the worst.
Fighting?
Yeah, pound for pound.
You think crappies fight better than bass?
If you caught a 3-pound crappie versus a 3-pound
I'm taking
bass.
That 3-pound crappie all day.
Exactly.
No.
Imagine a 3-pound
fighting wise.
Pound for pound.
Yeah, I'm not talking about just catching.
Oh, even I'll take a 10-inch bluegill over a 3-pound bass all day.
Oh yeah, 10-inch bluegill is kind of rare.
They're 9-10-inch bluegill.
Can you compare them though? A 10-pound or a 10-pound?
They fight different.
10-inch bluegill versus a 3-pound bass.
They fight different, but I think the fight's more intense to me.
That's
on a big
hard.
Bluegill. On a big blue, you've felt them. You've caught 9 inches,
9-10 inches.
Yeah, they're
exciting.
Fun.
But
they're
3-pound large.
But usually your tackle's pared back for the bluegill.
For the bluegill,
yeah.
like 5-6.
It's all a matter of perspective.
Right.
True.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I think largemouths are probably the pound for pound.
Hey man, I love you bass fisherman. Hey, I'm a bass hole with y'all, man. Let's go.
I'm just saying.
We went to a pond.
I'm a bass hole too.
Where we had an opportunity to catch possibly a 9-10 pound largemouth.
And you guys didn't even.
And all we cared about was catching 9-10 inch bluegills.
Oh, those bluegills are huge. Like 10.
No, I get that.
10+ inch bluegills.
But you had a chance to catch a 9-pound bass.
And I caught that 13-inch crappie or something.
Yeah.
14 maybe. It was big.
Using you had one of Sean's.
But you could have caught a 9-pound.
It was a fishing assault, I think.
Or what was it?
No, it was the freaking your
the one fleek?
With the
fleek. On fleek.
But you didn't even want to try to catch a 9-pound freaking bass.
I was throwing Senkos too.
He actually, I'll give him credit. That day he did switch over, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna try bass fishing for a little bit."
I'm tired of catching 10-inch bluegills.
So he wacky rigged a Senko and he started catching bass.
That was pretty fun.
And I was like, he's like, "I've never done this before," and I'm like, "Really?" And first cast, he caught one. I'm like, "Oh, come on, really? First cast.
And
Granted, it was a farm pond.
That just tells me how easy it is to bass fish. First cast.
It's not that
First
easy.
cast.
Right, you know what? Since you guys are a bunch of non-bassholes, we should just do like a bass freaking outing, all of us. And see how easy it is.
No, I know how hard bass fishing can be.
Yeah, we've already spent.
Me and Butters went out to the Mississippi.
But we were frogging.
We're frogging, which is
a completely
tough.
new technique to me. Like I did it once at a farm at like a pond, and my hookup rate was terrible. And then we go out on the river.
It's just
Mississippi
a different. It's a different because
it was a learning experience.
Because you guys are, I'm assuming you guys are so used to when a white bass or something hits, you set the hook instant.
Yeah.
When they hit those frogs, you give them a second to, I guess, in a way, digest it, and then you set the hook.
You have to pause.
Well, you got to make sure they get it in their mouth.
Right.
Yeah. So that's
and it's.
So did you just challenge us?
I'm gonna challenge you to why not? I'll challenge you to anything. I'm never afraid. May lose, may win, but I'll never say no.
All
Let's
right,
go.
next spring.
We got to put something on the line because you still owe me 2 slams.
No,
I'm just saying.
Next spring.
I'm almost down.
Let's put a sixer on it.
Okay.
A 6-pack.
Yeah.
And a donkey kick or 2.
Whatever that is.
Okay, we'll teach you.
He'll teach you when he loses.
No. We'll do that. We can do like a quick.
Are we using what? Like, is there a specific lure we have to use?
As long as you target your largemouth.
So anything goes.
As long as you target bass, yeah, you can. Why not? You're supposed to be the fisherman.
Any body of water?
Huh?
Any body of water?
Oh, we got to go together.
Oh, it has to be together.
Oh, you don't have to be, I guess.
No, I think we'd all have to be at the same spot fishing the same
and I'm okay
body
with
of
that.
water.
Okay.
And then you can go wherever you want in that body of water, or if we're on the shore, or if you want to be on a boat, whatever the case may
All
be.
right, how about this? Let's go to Red Rock. I'll have a boat.
Ooh.
But then you're against me, so you're not going with me.
Oh, that's messed up. No. We can't.
What? I thought you were a challenge.
All right, I'm gonna hit up my homies then. I'm gonna hit up my homies then. Get me on the boat. All right.
I'm gonna make a call.
I'm with you on that.
No, we can go wherever. We go wherever.
We'll go wherever. Have fun.
We'll all either be. Yeah, we could all be on the
We
bank.
should be together. I think that would be.
We could all beat the bank somewhere.
Trying to catch bass.
Yeah.
Why not? It'll be fun. You know what we should do? We should change it up a little bit.
Kayak would be a better route.
I was gonna say that, but no.
He might not have a
I
kayak.
might not have it by then.
But if I have a kayak, we can do that. But my thoughts are, this would be even better. Like every bass somebody catches, the other person has other 2 people has to drink like a quarter of a beer or something, or half a beer. Gotta put some, if I catch one, then you gotta drink a quarter or 2.
Like afterwards?
No,
Wild?
darn it!
Oh my god.
During.
It'll be even more fun. We'll do like a 3-hour segment. It's not like you're gonna be freaking hammered.
I don't know. We might catch like 20 bass each.
I guess you're gonna have to drink a 6-pack.
No, I mean, one of us might catch 20 bass.
Well, then the other 2, they better figure
He
it
says
out.
one of us. He's looking at both.
What? The other 2, hey, it's gotta be
Like,
lucky
I'm not
good.
gonna catch anything.
See,
I have
here we
to
go.
pull up
See,
my,
here
come
we go.
on.
Here we go.
Oh,
See,
Like I'm not. We're supposed to be against him.
no,
He's the
you can't-
Bassholes.
You can't gang up on me. We're just doing this.
I'm going to have to
Yeah,
renegotiate.
but secretly, me and him are gonna be.
See, I mean, if you guys really need to gang up on me
No.
to beat me fishing,
No.
okay then.
No.
All right,
We don't.
Not when it comes to bass hole fishing.
See, well, that's what I'm saying. I would hope not, man. That'd be pretty sad if fishing Butters and fishing Kit got to gang up on me to go bass hole fishing. That'd be sad as hell.
Oh, shit,
Uh-oh.
what happened?
Card is full.
All right, forget the video.
Yeah, we'll forget the
I don't
video.
want to mess with
I think
that.
we're at like 2 hours.
Yeah, I guess we're there. So all right, we'll wrap it up here. We'll let you guys know, though. I mean,
An hour and a half, 2 hours.
I don't know, 2 hours.
Too many.
I think 2 hours.
2 hours?
Because I've had to restart that 4 times, I think.
Oh, there you go.
So it's 30 minutes each.
Yeah, but we'll set this up. It'll be fun, dude. I mean, if you guys are down, man, I think is enter the challenge.
spring bass clash.
You gotta drink. You gotta drink while we do, because we always see these little challenges, these competitions. Man, F that. Let's drink while we do, because we're beer fish fanatics anyways. It's not like we're going to take shots or anything. We're just going to drink quarter of a beer every fish I catch. You two got to drink a quarter of a beer.
He's already counting his catches.
Oh, yeah. And vice versa. Who knows, man? I mean, I could be the one who drink.
We might be thirsty at the end of this.
See, it's a possibility.
Like, man, you know what? I'm just going to crack this one for the heck of it.
That's okay.
We can do like I said, a 3-hour challenge. It'll be fun, dude. It'll be fun.
We'll iron out the details.
Yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, I guess we've been on for a while.
Man,
but
2 hours.
A little bit, maybe 2 or 3 hours. I don't know.
I don't think 3. Not quite 3.
Just we've been around 2, I think.
Man, we kind of went all over the place with this one.
It's okay.
Far East.
Let me ask you.
Yes.
You've been listening to the podcast lately a lot more.
Yeah.
Do you kind of like it when we kind of go on the tangents here and there, just kind of just being ourselves?
I listen and I like the rabbit holes because it I think when you stick to like a
script,
or like you have like a formula or a pad of questions and you have the same thing over, it gets kind of routine. I think when you mix it up and you go from a DNR guest to Bo to me or to somebody else, I like it.
It's just even the topics we were just talking about. Just like
you touch everything.
Like, what the hell are these guys going to talk about this week?
Like, you never know what's going to happen on Beer Fish Fanatics.
That's true.
You never know what's going to be talked about.
Dude, we talked for I counted 20 minutes of shad, sushi,
by the
sashimi.
Way, I'll try it. You know me, I try everything once at least.
But, yeah. If you guys are wondering if you're just joining the podcast now, go check out our previous, I think 2 or 3 podcasts ago. We had a 20-minute tangent with Bo, cuisine guy, chef, about shad, sashimi, and sushi.
Even the chef said he would put a flame to it.
That's pretty bad. But dude, it's been fun, man. But you got anything else for Butters this week, guy?
Looking forward to fishing this weekend. Whether that's in the kayak or on the ice. I'm leaning more towards the kayak. Yeah. Because it's either that or we got to drive.
Hopefully the weather gives us...
Yeah, I mean, unless the wind is crazy.
Chance. I'd like to get out on the yak one more time if possible. Yeah. Even if I don't catch anything, I think it'd be cool.
It's, make sure you have enough anchor rope. Because Matt actually met me up that day. He did not have enough rope.
That deep, huh?
Basically, however deep you want to be, you want to have about twice as much line.
I think I have 40 or 50 foot rope on my anchor.
Okay. So let's say we want to anchor in, I'm just throwing this number out there, 10 feet of water, you want to put out 20 feet of line.
Yeah. Because
Matt, he basically had it just enough.
I have a really long anchor.
Yeah, he had just enough line to basically go straight up and down. And he kept pulling off his anchor. He's like, man, I need a bigger anchor. I was like, how much line do you have? He's like, oh, I only got this much. Well, your anchor's not going to grab. It doesn't matter if it's 1.5 or 3 pounds. I got a 3 pound anchor, and he's got a 1.5 pound anchor. I don't think the weight is going to make that much of a difference versus not having enough line. Because with those small anchors, you're not using that anchor, the weight by itself is not what's holding you there.
It grips.
Yeah, so you want...
No, I know.
That's why I say you got to have double the length of the depth, so it could basically dig in at an angle. If you're straight up and down, that ain't going to happen.
You're not going to stay in the same place.
For sure.
Especially if it's windy out.
Right. But yeah, so I think kayak fishing this weekend. Scout out some spots for ice fishing. We could go to where I went, and I can't say it's a guarantee, but I'm pretty confident that we'll catch fish.
They'll be there. There'll be some fish there.
Or we could try somewhere else.
Maybe we should go south
and do actually more scouting. You mean north?
North.
No, east towards Colorado.
Look at these
east towards Colorado.
Look at these a-holes are trying to talk smack. But
south towards Minnesota.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Butters. thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Are you gonna start recording? What happened? Yeah, I gotta bring this up before.
I thought I was gonna escape.
Can't escape this.
At the end of the episode.
Is that the end of the episode? Are you gonna start recording? What's going on?
So I had a conversation with Kit.
Okay.
When I started recording this year, it was kind of towards the end of the summer, kind of in that transition in the fall where the bite wasn't really that great. And then obviously I got into walleye fishing, and I didn't care about recording. I was just trying to put dinner on the table a few times, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna aim it towards starting and launching my first video as an ice fishing video.
Okay.
That's I'm gonna go out and record the first couple times, and then get some content and try and figure out how to edit and come up with a name and all that. Still haven't done that.
Well, I'm gonna give you a little piece of advice.
I'm not gonna release anything right away.
No. As far as recording goes, even while you're trying to record, and if you don't catch fish, don't be discouraged. Always bring the camera.
Yeah.
Even if fishing's been rough for you, always bring it out. Because when you don't bring it, that's when something special might happen.
There was I kicked myself because there was a couple times during open water where I should have had my camera on me. And
There you go.
And I didn't. And I caught some amazingly nice fish, and didn't get to put it out there for the world, but it's all right.
Because from personal experience, it's easy to get discouraged. Like, you go out, you're like, okay, you bring a camera. Oh man, fishing kind of sucks.
Yeah, I did.
And it's like, okay, I won't even bring the GoPro with me this time. And then you catch a fish.
I got super discouraged the first couple times I went out, and I thought the hot topwater bite was going on. And
I've
went
been
out
there.
and I caught onesies and twosies here and there, but it wasn't the bite that I had the 2 days before or the day before, when I should have had the camera on me and been recording. And it's funny because the one day I was out there fishing with two other people, there was some random guy out on a kayak, and he's like, "Are you Butters?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" "Oh, I see you on Kit's videos," and I'm like, "Oh."
See, you're already famous.
He goes,
No.
and then he goes, "Have you started recording yet? Have you started your channel?" And I'm like, "Oh man."
There you go.
Like, I feel like I just let somebody down because I haven't started my YouTube channel yet.
I'm with Kid. Just always be recording.
And then when I was down at Red Rock 2 weeks ago, there was a guy, and he goes, "Man, you look familiar." He goes, "What's your name?" And I go, "Butters." He goes, "I thought you looked familiar." He goes, "I see you on kids' videos all the time."
Man, you get recognized more than me.
I don't know, man.
All right. You let us know. I'm excited. Just have fun with it, dude. Just record every time you fish is probably the best thing you can do.
Yeah, and then after you record, and when shit doesn't work, like you lose audio or you lose footage, don't be discouraged, because it's gonna happen.
Just
dude.
keep going.
It's gonna happen.
Just keep going, man.
I'm just intimidated by the whole editing and
don't be.
all that crap.
I'm self-taught. I didn't know how to edit videos before.
YouTube, bro. Yeah, I don't know how to edit. I just YouTube everything, man.
I know.
Yeah, I figured all this stuff out on my own.
Yeah.
The worst thing you could do is not record, especially if you're trying to make a YouTube channel.
Yeah. It'll be fun, dude. You'll have fun with it, and then you'll be with us on the ice. So this year,
I'm so.
We'll record together. It'll be fun, man. It'll be good times.
This ice fishing season's gonna be fun.
There we go.
Looking forward to it.
Other than that, man, thank you for just kicking it with us, having a couple beverages, talking fishing. Everybody else, don't forget, check out Fishing Kit's YouTube channel. Like I said, I was watching his shit today, watching him get his ass kicked by his sister. That was dope. Whoop. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was awesome, watching him struggle like a little.
See, even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. No.
Blind squirrels.
Yeah.
My sister and my brother-in-law kicked my ass
They did.
in this video.
It was cool. So
But
Humble.
there's a redemption story coming.
there we go. Well,
You'll have to watch his videos.
The only way, gotta go check out Fishing Kids YouTube channel. Don't forget, check out My Pop Fishing. I should have a new video up next week. I'm working on, I don't know what I'm gonna, I think I have a fishing video on, not bass. I think I have a fishing video. Actually, I might have a fishing video that Butteris in there in the background coming up. I think that might be the one.
At a local watering.
Yeah, local water spot. So I might have that one coming up soon. So I just got to finish editing that one.
Never give up.
Never give up. It's 100%. He said that. Never give up, guys.
Mike Acanelli.
There you go.
Never give up.
I told him that day. I'm like, he's like, should I leave? I'm like, no, man. Never give up. Keep going. You'll catch one. He threw it out. Let it sit, and he finally got one.
Whoa, spoilers.
Oh, a little bit. It's all right. So that means you guys gotta check it out, man. I'm just saying. Go check out the video. Go check out My Pop Fishing. Appreciate everybody on that. Don't forget, leave a review. Does help us out, whether you're listening on Spotify, iTunes, any of the platforms where it should be on everything. And then share, man. Let's get this greatest underground fishing podcast to get bigger so it's no longer underground. I think that's our goal.
It would be nice not to be underground.
But I kind of like being underground because we're like the underdogs being an underground podcast in a way. Like thunder. All right, that was stupid.
Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel and Grandy's and Butteris' future channel, so we're not so underground in the future.
There we go. You can go like me on Facebook, Jeremy Butteris at Facebook. You'll see me holding a couple walleyes in my Facebook picture.
And you know what? In reality, if you're in Central Iowa or if you're coming to Central Iowa, if you guys want to ice fish, we will be on the ice this year. So feel free, hit us up, man. We're easy people to have a beer and just ice fish or whatever. So if you guys see us out there, feel free to swing by and come fish with us and just talk a little bit of fishing and beer, man.
As long as the bite's not hot.
Yeah.
Don't come over if we're catching a bunch of fish.
You can come over about 30 feet away. How's that? That's still too close.
Nothing will make you madder when you're on a hot bite and someone,
30 feet.
How's
30
the bite go?
30 feet's not too bad.
If you can find out what shack I'm in,
there we go.
Come over and say hi.
Maybe
or if you see me go into my spot.
There you go. But man, other than that, man, I really appreciate you guys listening to this far. If you guys are still watching on this, sorry, the camera got full on the memory card. But other than that, guys, we will see you guys next week.
All right, see ya.